Yeah, please. If you have a question, you can put up your hand and then we can have a conversation. So after 20 minutes, if you want to be interviewed, you type your name in the chat and then we start the practice from
All
there.
right, step it up.
So
Yes, good morning, Mr. Fred.
if you do have a question, you can put up your hand. I will mention your name and then you can ask your question. And if you want to also participate in the mock session, there is a chat where you type your name after the next 20 minutes. Then we will go according to the list to start the practice. Irene, please go ahead.
Hi, Fred. Please, I want to ask, is it advisable to tell the VO that I'm the first person my father is sponsoring?
That will certainly depend on the question being asked. Which question are you anticipating to give such a response?
Who is this my his first time sponsoring someone?
Then that would depend on the truth. So if it is yes, then obviously you go for yes. If it is no, then yeah, especially if maybe the person he has sponsored is also in the US, there's a possibility that the bank statement or the financial document you are using might have been seen before. And so you want to, be careful and be truthful about that. Aduna, please go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning. Fortunately, my contract offer came yesterday night, and the amount they captured as stipends and tuition assistance, when I gave it to the international office to update my I-20, there's a confusion and it has to be a back and front email. I told them they captured an amount even less than the stipends. And I was telling them that they have to add the tuition and all the stipends and put it on the I-20 as my GA. But they are giving me some explanations which I don't understand. And my question is, if I go and the VOCs on my I-20, the amount on the stipends at the graduate assistantship section, and I give him or he or she requests for the offer letter, and it doesn't match, how do I then explain to the view that this is the situation, which I have also sent them numerous emails. We have exchanged numerous emails.
Right. So you don't determine how the sponsorship letter or the I-20 should be explained. The school obviously does. And it could be that you are right. It could be that they are right. But the embassy and then the interview is not the place you want to reconcile this. You have to take your time and understand your I-20 and how things reflect on the scholarship letter as well. Sometimes a program could be, let's say, 4 years. And then the school is offering maybe $12,000 per year. So on the admission letter or the scholarship letter, the scholarship may be multiplied by 4, indicating that $12,000 times 4. However, the I-20 only captures, the funding for a year. So what it means is that on the I-20, not 12 times 4 would appear on that, not 12,000 times 4 would appear on the I-20, but 12,000 because the I-20 captures funding for a year. So you need to understand, take your time, read your scholarship letter, read the emails from the international office, try and reconcile it with your I-20 so that you don't have to go and make it seem you have an argument with your school. And so the viewer should rather understand you. No. So you have to try and make meaning out of the scholarship letter the emails from the international office, and your I-20 to be able to have a concrete story. Because going there to resolve issues wouldn't be the best. You don't have much time to do that.
All right.
Okay. Abubakar, please go ahead.
Good morning, sir. My question is this: I received the I-20 from the other school, but the loan I submitted to them, they wrote it as personal funds. I want to know if that's not gonna be a problem for me.
Different schools have ways of capturing, funding from various sources, right? If that is how your school captures it, that is absolutely fine. Now let's understand that usually the American English is a bit different from the British English, which all of us are used to. And so
Yeah.
the way they capture some things, they understand it as how it is, but we also appreciate it from a different perspective. So obviously, if it's a loan which is being offered to you, then the loan is for you. So it's your fund. So technically, assuming the money was given to you for you to, let's say, deposit it into your bank account, then
Yeah.
obviously it's a personal fund. Is that not it?
Yeah, sure.
So
It is.
it's a personal loan that you have sought for. So
Yeah.
whether they capture it as Empower or personal funds, you have to find a way to explain at the embassy that, okay, the personal funds indicate a loan I have secured. And for
Yeah.
example, if you go and borrow money and it's in your pocket, it's your personal funds. Is that not it?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. It is.
Okay, let's go to Pumi. Pumi, go ahead.
Good morning. So on my passport early this year in February, I got denied by the Canadian embassy for a study permit. And when I went for my biometric, they stapled the biometric receipt on my passport. So I want to know if that will affect me anyway during my F1 visa interview, since it's on my passport.
Why not take it off?
Okay.
So for example, when I got my visa, my passport back, and I don't know if they do it to everybody. I think my appointment confirmation or DS-160 confirmation, one of them was stapled to my passport. So you can take it off because the visa is actually in the passport. So you can, it's done with a stapler. Is that correct?
Yes, and a
Oh, yeah.
sticker. And one was stick to it at the latter part of the
So the question is,
passport.
can you take it off?
So with the one with the stapler, yes, but the one with the sticker, when I take it off, it will affect the page of the passport.
Yeah, then you take the stapler one off. Anyway, let's go on. Selassie, please go ahead.
Fred, good morning. And please on
Selassie, you would have to speak up a little bit.
okay, please, am I audible now?
Yeah, this is better.
So on my visa appointment confirmation page, I have my DS-160 code there. So, however, in case I fill another DS-160 with a different code, which is not on the appointment confirmation, is that an issue?
Yeah, so you shouldn't go to the embassy with a DS-160 confirmation number carrying on your DS-160 confirmation page, different from the appointment confirmation page. So what you do after creating a new DS-160, which obviously makes you get a new DS-160 confirmation number. And to anyone listening who do not have an idea what we are referring to, is the number that begins with AA00. So what you do is that you log into your appointment portal. On the left upper corner, you click on update profile, delete the old DS-160 confirmation number, put in the new one, go down there, click on save, and then you go to print out a new appointment confirmation page. The date, the time, everything will be the same, but this time around, it will carry the DS-160 confirmation number of the new one you created.
Okay, thank you very much.
Welcome, sir. Hi, Ajua, how are you doing? Ajua, can you hear me?
Yes, Mr. Fred. Is it me?
Yeah, it's you. Which university are you going to?
Western Illinois University.
Oh, okay. What program is it?
Public health.
This is your first time here?
Uh, Not really. I think this is my third time here.
We've never spoken here before, right?
I have. I asked the question before.
Right. So yeah, we have the opportunity to help a lot of people to Western Illinois. So we have a WhatsApp page. I think if you join, it will help. Do you know anybody there? There's Prince, there's Arabi, there's a whole lot of people.
I connected with one person from LinkedIn. It's the only one that I know for now.
What's his name?
I think it's called Prince.
Yeah, that's Prince. Yeah. He was part of the team we assisted, like, is it last 3 years or so? Forgotten, actually. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's the president of the Ghanaian Students Union over there. It's a huge Ghanaian community, so I'm sure you enjoyed it. All right, if you do have a question, please put up your hand. Let's have a conversation. Hi, Marianne. Is it a Marianne I know? Okay, Janet, please go on.
Sir, please, good morning. Please, if I try to access my all states accounts, I'm seeing deal security, but I've tried. I don't know how to deal with it.
You're seeing what?
DO security. DO.
Okay. DUO, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's an app that has to be downloaded on your phone so that you can confirm your logins before it allows for security reasons. So we have a platform for people we are trying to we are assisting to Ball State and even those on campus. So you can ask for help on that platform. I'm sure all of them, were able to figure that out, so they will be able to help you. Alternatively, you can email it the IT office of Ball State, and then they'll be able to assist you from there. Desmond, please go ahead.
Okay. Please, I would like to find out if I'm asked my highest qualification. I do have an MPhil, but then I'm through, I have the transcript, but the certificate for administrative reasons are not ready. Is it advisable to add it as my highest qualification?
It depends on you, but obviously I would say yes. And the transcript is more than enough to prove that you have the qualification. It's not only the certificate.
Also, with my sponsorship, it's my uncle who take care of the deficit. He doesn't have the same name with my father, but with the letter of sponsorship, if I categorically state my father's name, will he raise any eyebrow, which does not resonate directly with my uncle's name. Hello.
But I would need you to repeat that question.
What I'm saying is, my deficit will be taken care of by my uncle, paternal uncle. That my dad is diseased, and then in the sponsorship letter, writing my father's name, he doesn't have the same surname with my father. Will it raise any eyebrows?
They
As in,
don't
should I even not mention my
they don't necessarily have to have the same surname. So siblings do not necessarily have to have the same surname. So that is not a problem. Evans, please go on.
Please, my question is based on.
Bro, you have to speak up a little bit.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
My question has to do with when you are narrating the profile of your sponsor. If the person is your uncle and you say that the person imports, let's say, goods from outside, and the VO
Outside where?
like overseas.
Okay.
Something like the person imports machineries or farming machinery from China to Ghana. Like the person is into importation. And the viewer asked a question about if your sponsor has traveled before. I want to ask if it's advisable to say no.
Is it?
Is it advisable to say
No,
no?
I'm asking you. I'm asking you. Is it?
I was thinking about saying yes. Well, if
No,
the
I'm asking
person,
you said the person imports, which means that the person travels in and out. And then the question is asking you, does this person travel? And your question is it advisable to say yes or no? So I'm asking you, is it advisable to say no?
no.
Okay. All right. Salom, please go ahead.
Yeah, Fred, thank you. I know you are human. You put a lot on the line and into this preparation for us and anybody out there. And when people go to the visa interviews and some are rejected, some are approved, and they come to report to you, how do you mix all these emotions together and still move on with your life? I just want to know that aspect of you.
Oh, okay, that's a tricky question. So I've been doing it for a very long time, right? So this could be like my sixth or seventh year. So I've seen a lot of instances. The unfortunate thing is that, usually people who are refused, they are very bitter. They may not be able to tell you the truth on the grounds. The reason why I get to know this is that some people come back, they will test me, sometimes record a voice note, immediately they get out of the embassy. And later on, if I have the time to talk to them, you see them saying a different thing. So usually I just want to calm people down and let people understand that it's not the end of it. It's not the end of life, because I've had opportunity to see people go through. My roommate, he's standing by me right now. He went to Ghana, he went to Abidjan, he went to Sierra Leone before getting the visa approved. So, people keep on trying. Maybe there's something that goes wrong. Yesterday, I was testing with that one lady. She has been denied twice. And so she came to tell her mom, and her mom collapsed, right? So when she was testing me, her mom was at the hospital. It's part of it. I'm super happy when people get approved. Today, I was going to an African market and I saw somebody I assisted like 3 years ago. When he called me, I couldn't identify the person, and I turned and then it was like, "Oh, Fred," it makes me happy. So it's part of it. There was always ups and downs, but regardless, we got to move on. We count our blessings as in people who eventually get approved. And also we try to uplift the spirit of people who get denied, and then let them know that, yeah, you can try again. It's all good. And every year, the number of people that gets approved are more than people who don't. So that makes me happy. It means that I've been doing the right thing. You have a follow-up? I would love to have this conversation. I can talk about it the whole day.
No, I don't have a follow-up. I understood everything you just said. And honestly, even just as a follower on the page and the way people pour their emotions, especially when transcripts are being thrown off, and some even have the capacity to even post their rejection stories on the page. I was like, wow, then Fred is really going through a lot, because it's not easy for me that is even reading transcript of rejection and approvals.
Yeah, to be honest with you, rejection is not easy. So just like me telling you somebody's mom collapsed before because the kid came back and said that I didn't get approved, it's all good. It's all part of it. The 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 good thing is that, to try, it's better than not doing anything at all. Right. So I feel like there has been instances where there are some people I support financially and everything. And a day to the interview, they tell me that they are not going to go for the interview. So Janet, you have no Frida, you come in, then Janet comes.
Okay, Mr. Fred, please, on my DS 116, when it comes to your previous occupation where you used to work, I was working and stopped around 2018 for my bachelor's degree, and it's past 5 years. So do I have to indicate my previous work or just the current work? I think I'm a little confused on that side.
I'm sorry, you have to repeat your question. I didn't hear you.
Okay, please, I said on the DS 116, where you have your current employer, where you are currently working.
Right.
Yeah. I was working 6 years ago, stopped and went to school. Then I input my current work. So my previous work, they were asking if you could put your previous work. But the footage over there, I saw something not more than 5 years. And it's over 5 years. Can I still put
Oh
it
no,
in
then
or?
there's no need to. Your current work is absolutely fine. Don't put the previous work there.
Okay, thank you.
Janet, go ahead. Janet sound sister.
Please, I've asked my question already.
All right, that's fine. So our time is up. We need to get started. I don't know if Mercedes joined or Enoch is here. Enoch is having a summer class. So okay, so we go by our normal way. Let's see. If you wrote your name before the time, then I'm sorry. So we'll be starting from Pumi. So Pumi, this is what you do. You're going to interview Salifu, then Salifu will interview Francis.
Hi, Fred.
Okay, Mr. T is here. So all right. Mr. T, whenever you're ready, you can get going.
Okay, please, who's the first person?
It's
I am,
Pumi.
please.
Oh, okay. All right. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, too?
I'm also doing okay. Why do you want to study in the US?
I want to study in the United States because the United States it's known for its worldwide educational system, and degrees in the United States are more acknowledgeable.
Tell me
And
about your school.
my school is located in Kentucky, which is my school is located in Barbourville, which is in Kentucky, in the Knox County. The school has a mascot, Bulldog.
What program are you going to study?
Information Systems Management.
And what's your academic background?
I had my bachelor's degree in 2020 from Kwame Nkrumah University of Science, where I studied
What would
agriculture.
this program do for you?
So after my bachelor's degree, I went into business, and since then, I always been fascinated about the intersection between business and technology. Hence, I want to pursue this program. Afterwards, I'll come back and implement the knowledge and skills I've learned from it into my business.
All right, thank you. Any comments for me? Starting with Salifu.
Okay, well, I think he has done well, and he has to continue practicing. Some of the questions he looked not prepared, but I'm sure, but the responses were good, actually.
All right, let's move on to Salifu, and then let me see.
Hi,
The next
Salifu.
after Salifu is Francis. Hi, Salifu.
Hi, Miss Hetty. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah,
Salifu, what do you do at the moment?
I currently work as a compliance officer in the public sector in Ghana here, and some of my current roles include ensuring regulatory compliance, conducting quarterly audits and investigations,
What
recording
program in
documents.
what school?
I'm going to study Masters of Public Affairs at Indiana University in Bloomington.
How did you hear about this school?
I had the opportunity to attend series of webinars organized by Education USA, and after extensive research about schools that offer public affairs, I've settled on Indiana University Bloomington.
What's the mascot of your school?
The mascot of the school is the Hoosiers or the Hoosiers.
Which county is it located?
It's located in the Monroe Canton.
What is your state known for?
Indiana State. Well, let's move on.
How are you funding your education?
Well, I've been awarded a 50% fellowship, and the first year, 17,132 will be remitted, and the rest of the deficit will be catered for by my stepdad.
How did you merit this fellowship?
I submitted a competitive application, which include a resume, a statement of purpose, 3 letters of recommendations, my transcript and certificate, and as well, there was an essay questions that I have to answer as well.
All right, thank you. Any comments for him?
So I think he did good.
Any other comments? Okay, let's move on to the next question.
Hi, Miss Consi.
2 people are talking, so which is which?
Ashley is the next person, Francis.
Okay. Followed by Gilbert. Hi, Francis.
Hi, Mom.
Have you been to the embassy before?
No, this is my first time.
So why study in the US?
Okay, to broaden my perspective and gain global understanding of data science, I am drawn to studying in the US, where I can leverage on the strong emphasis placed on practical skills and on training and research-based learning, which aligns with my goal of becoming a leading data analyst.
What do you do at the moment?
I am a software training coordinator at Kuchat Media, a software company in Accra. I am responsible for training clients and users on our software following its launch, which entails visiting their respective companies. My duties include instructing users on how to effectively utilize the software and maximize its features to meet their business need. As a training coordinator, I employed
What's your
hands-on
total
learning.
cost of attendance?
My total cost of attendance is $50,000.
And how do you intend to fund your education?
I have secured an educational loan from Empower of $50,000. However, $37,972 has been certified by my school to cover my cost of attendance. During my studies, I am required to pay a month. Come again, please.
Are you married?
No, I'm not, but I have 2 kids.
All right, thank you. Any comments for Francis? Any comments?
Hello.
Please go ahead.
Okay, so I think where he was asked, what does it do? I feel like he's kind of reciting a script, so you should try to make that part of the story personal.
maybe I don't know whether he was reading from somewhere, but then it sounds like you are reciting something that you have memorized of that sort. So work on that.
Yeah. Hello. Please, the part that you asked him whether he's married and he said he has 2 kids, and he should find a way of putting it well. Sorry, but recently, just I think 2 days ago, my uncle told me about someone who was refused because he was asked if he was married, and he said no, but he has 2 kids. He's going with the kids. And it brought out a lot of complications. Then later he said he's married, a whole lot. So try and put it well. Maybe you are a divorcee or something. I don't know. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello, Miss Hetty.
Please go ahead.
Okay. When he was asked what his total cost of attendance was, he said 50,000, and he also mentioned he had a loan of 50,000. But 38,000 has been certified or so. So I think there's a deficit there he didn't talk about. So in case he's asked, you should have a story to cover that section too. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next person, Gilbert.
Hello, Miss Eti.
Gilbert, how are you doing?
I am doing well. I hope you're good too.
Mention 3 other states that are close to the state in which your school is located.
Okay, so I'm going to Ohio State University in Ohio. So Ohio is surrounded on the west by West Virginia, Pennsylvania, I think by the south by Kentucky, on the west actually by Indiana Bloomington, and yeah. So
What program are you going to study?
PhD in chemistry.
So why not Ohio University?
I applied to total of 4 schools based on my research experience and participation, which is in drug discovery. Ohio State is one of the top 6, so I chose to apply to Ohio State, North Ohio.
Can you please speak up? I'm struggling to hear you.
Okay, sorry about that. I think it's my microphone. So I
Do you have
applied
any funding?
Yeah, it's on a full scholarship, which provides for full tuition, full health insurance coverage, and also monthly stipends for living expenses in Ohio.
So what are your plans after school?
So I am a drug quality control scientist with FDA Ghana. So I'll be returning back to my workplace to take a position of a principal investigator, where I'll be conducting research and experimenting drug design and synthesis for the Ghanaian pharmaceutical industry.
Do you know anybody in the US?
I currently do not know anyone in the US.
All right, thank you. Any comments for him?
Yeah, Miss Eti, sorry. The guy who I just interviewed before this one, since the funding situation is delicate to all of us, can much time be given to them to explain this, how they are going to fund their education so that you don't cut them off? So if someone will give us a suggestion based on how they should structure their funding story, it should be done.
Sure.
All right, thank you.
Please, if you are asked if you know anybody in the US and you say no, then the follow-up question becomes, how did you pay your civics fee? Is that now that you are going to explain through your DSO, or then you directly attach the knowing your DSO to knowing someone in the US?
If there's no wrong answer, there's no right answer. So it's all dependent on how best you respond to the question, relating it to your DSO. Let's move on to Elizabeth, followed by Margaret. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hi, Miss Hetty. Hello,
Hi,
Miss Hetty.
Elizabeth. What's your academic background?
I currently have a bachelor's degree in rural and community development from the Presbyterian University, Ghana. I completed with a GPA of 3.55. That is the second class upper division. And I have been working at the Gazalt Municipal Assembly as an assistant social welfare and community development officer for the past 3 years. In my role as
In what school?
I am going to the United States of America to pursue my master's in public administration with concentration in state and local government for a period of 2 years. It has a total number of 36
In which
credit
school?
hours in George Mason's University in Virginia, precisely the Fairfax County.
What do you know about Fairfax County?
The Fairfax County is currently one of the moderate places to live in Virginia. It has a serene environment that enables students to grasp knowledge that, sorry, please skip.
What's your total cost of attendance?
My total cost of attendance is $62,000 US.
And
I have
do
been
you have
awarded
any
a
fund?
scholarship. Yes, I have been awarded a scholarship of $15,000 US, and my deficit to be covered by my uncle in the person of Mr. Patrick Boache Yadom, who happens to be a real estate owner. He owns 5 private hostels scattered across my country, Ghana, and he also imports electrical gadgets from China and distributes to key distributors in
What's
Ghana.
the mascot of your school?
The mascot of my school is the Patriots.
All right. Thank you, Elizabeth. Any comments for her? Please find out a bit about Fairfax County. Yes,
Okay.
it's a secret place, but you can find more information.
Yes, please.
All right, let's move on to Margaret, followed by Frank. Hi, Margaret.
Hi, Miss Hetty.
Margaret, how many schools did you apply to?
I applied to 2 schools, Missouri University of Science and Technology and Thomas College. But I was admitted to Missouri University of Science and Technology. I chose Missouri SNT because of their well-structured curriculum, which aligns with my career goal of becoming one of the best environmental scientists.
Walk me through your application process.
Please come again.
Walk me through your application process.
I submitted my particulars, like my transcripts, to my one certificate, and then my recommendation
What's your
letter.
total cost of attendance?
$52,612. Yes.
And how are you paying for this?
I've been awarded a provost scholarship of $15,000, and the deficit will be taken care of by my stepfather, who is Mr. Richard Crampton. He's into pineapple farm. He owns a 350 acres of pineapple farm, and then he exports it to European countries like Netherlands and France. He also owns a grocery shop.
How did you merit this scholarship?
I submitted my transcript and they based on my performance, academic performance.
All right, thank you. Any comments for her? When I asked you how many schools you applied to, you said 2, and you went ahead to say that you were admitted into Missouri, and later on came to say that you chose Missouri. So can we omit the first part and just go ahead with the reasons why you chose Missouri SNT?
Okay, thank you.
Any other comments?
Yeah, if I heard the background right, I stand corrected. It seems someone was helping her with some facts behind the stage. Even when you are with the VO and you seem very prepared, sometimes they say you seem scripted, left alone to be assisted by someone with facts. So whatever she have in mind, she should just say it, and the corrections, as with practice, she becomes perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Yeah, go ahead.
okay, and I realize she have a lot of information, but just that she doesn't know how to put it. So in some of her answers, she just talk, even though she wanted to provide. So
I mean, like the other person said, she should tell the full story in this mock session. But as time goes on, she'll try to construct the English with the information she's having, and then she'll become a she'll be better at it. So get your story right, very important, and then try to connect your story, the English and everything should come together to form a very consistent story.
Okay,
Right.
thank you.
Thank you. Let's move on to Frank, followed by Peter. Hi, Frank.
Yeah, I think before you start, I need to tell you that I'll be having my interview in India. So maybe if you have questions regarding those areas, you can go ahead with ours.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Hey, so why are you here today?
I am here to be interviewed for an F1 visa that will give me the legal certification to be able to enter the United States to study my master's in counseling with specialization in educational counseling in Seattle University in Washington
What
State.
what are you currently doing here in India?
I initially came to India to study my bachelor's in business administration. But upon 1 year into the program, I realized that my passion doesn't really lie in business. So I decided to redirect and refocus my academic studies in counseling, where I'll be able to apply my previous academic qualification and job experiences as well. And that is why I decided to move out of India.
So how sure are you that this is the area where you want to go into now?
I had my bachelor's in Ghana in education, and also had my master's in educational technology and communications from Thailand. And so upon my background, I have also worked as a teacher for 6 years
So why don't you take this program in India then?
After studying almost 1 year, I have realized that the Indian educational system is almost the same as Ghanaian educational system, in the sense that it's like, it's kind of bookish and you learn there is no practicality. And the US is the way I will be able to get this opportunity to understand my program. And also, there are courses I believe that it is only United States that offers it in this program that I'm doing. And that is why I decided to go to the...
Or you know?
Yes, I know that is it, because there is this sexuality and social justice. And it is found in the counseling and educational specification in the school counseling. And it's
How
only
are you
United
studying education?
Yes, my uncle Philemon is the one who is responsible for my studies in the United States. He is the deputy finance director of Ghana Atomic Energy Commission. He has an annual income of $120,000.
So how have you been funding your stay in India for almost a year now?
Yes, it's the same uncle who is responsible for taking care of me whilst I'm here in India.
And he was also responsible for academics in Thailand.
Yes, academically, when I was going to Thailand, I had a scholarship, so I didn't really, which covered every part of my studies, and so I needed only
So don't you think it'll be best for you to go and take this program in Thailand, since you'll be able to secure full funding there as well?
That is what I initially indicated, that the program, there are some courses, it is only United States that I'll have the opportunity. And I made it earlier that sexuality and social justice
what ties you back what are your plans after your program?
After my program, I intend to go back to solve a problem in Ghana, where I noticed by the Ghana Statistical Agency that 90% of students who fail there or who perform poorly are performing poorly based on mental health challenges, which they have difficulties in opening up to counselors. So I decided to go back to University of Cape Coast to take a role as a research assistant.
But you haven't been in Ghana for close to a year. What makes you think that this problem is still an underlining issue in your home country?
Yes, this publication was made last year in October. And after that, because I did my national service and also served in the University of Cape Coast for extra 2 years, I spoke to my direct boss who I serve under, and I made inquiries before I made this application. And he told me that the condition is still persistent.
All right, thank you. Any comments for him?
Yeah,
Yes.
in as much as he wants to be confident, he should also check being overconfident. So, when he wants to speak to a fact, he should go straight. Like comparing Indians' education to Ghana, in a way, it seems like relegating the educational system. So why not focus more on what US can offer than trying to, in a way, relegate that of India and Ghana's education, and, and be specific with the upfront of the first response to the question, like giving the sexuality orientation something um, as a point in explaining himself straight up.
Okay.
Okay, please.
Okay. Yeah, I think when you asked him a question regarding what is he coming back to do in Ghana, his home ties, he said there's a problem in Ghana. He didn't really specify the problem. I thought since he had already spoken about sexuality and social justice, he would have gone ahead to say he's coming back to solve the issue of sexuality. You know, there's a lot of deliberation on sexuality in Ghana. And then US is a diverse place. You get to encounter people, know how they think, do that. When he comes to Ghana, he can be able to educate people on sexuality and how, after all, it's not so bad or something like that. So I think that could have
I am
been.
not married, but I have two kids. My children's no, I am not married, but I have two
Yeah,
kids.
I think
My
I
children's
stated the problem. I said that there is a 90% that 90% of students who perform.
I'm taking responsibility for the children.
If you have any comments, please go ahead.
Okay.
If you're not speaking, please mute yourself.
Okay, so Frank, as much as you'd want to mention how the USA is best in education and everything, I would suggest you be careful with some of the words you use. I think you used India's education is like Ghana in a sense that it's somehow bookish, but the USA provides much better. So even though you are trying to make the US sound better than the India and Ghana's education system, I'd suggest maybe your choice of words too might be taken into consideration. Try not to play down the other education systems, even though that's the ultimate goal, to make US look better. But sometimes maybe you should choose the right words to do that. Thank you.
Yeah, to add to that, I think that there was a point that he was trying to refer to something he had already said. And then he said, like, as I said previously. So you don't expect the view to be keeping information of what you have already said. If you have been asked even 10 times, you would want to repeat the answer 10 times to show consistency. So you don't want to take note of that as well. Thank you.
Yeah, Frank, also on the issue of consistency, you were making a case with sexuality and social justice. And when you were asked what you'll be doing after school, you are rather coming to solve problem about mental health and students' performance. So please, for consistency, if it is sexuality, base it on sexuality, and the problem you are coming to solve should be on sexuality. But you cannot go and study mathematics and come and solve English students. So I mean, let's keep the consistency.
I guess maybe my program.
All right. Frank, so please, when you're done with the session, it's for people to give you comments. So you have to.
Yes, I understand. I just wanted to clarify. I'm not going to study sexuality. I'm going to study student counseling, but I was specializing on one specific program that I believe it is not done anywhere except United States. So the focus is not about sexuality. Yes, that is what I wanted to just clarify.
Okay.
That.
All right. Thank you for the clarification. Let's move on to Peter, followed by Sandra. Hi, Peter.
Hi, madam.
Is someone go ahead? Someone's voice.
Hello.
Oh yeah, not here.
I wanted to take him if you don't mind.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Sure. Hi, Peter. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
And how you doing?
By the grace of God, I'm good.
Okay. What do you currently do?
I'm a teacher who teaches career technology at the Union Methodist GHS in Obuasi of the Ashanti region with 13 years of experience. Some of my roles include I prepare lesson plans, quizzes, and examination. I also facilitate lesson delivery to children of different developmental abilities. I also provide counseling to students and their parents.
What's your study plan?
Masters in Construction Science and Technology is a 2-year program with a total of 69 total credit hours. Some of the courses to be studied include residential construction, advanced drone mapping, and modeling. I chose this course because it aligns with my career goals.
Why not take this program in your home country other than the US?
Yes, I decided to advance my career in the US because mostly some of the courses that we pursue here, we lack the requisite skills and facilities to be able to deliver some of these courses.
How many schools did you apply to?
I applied to Clemson University, University of Indiana Bloomington, University of Illinois Chicago, University of Oregon. And I chose Clemson because Clemson is ranked among the best universities in the world. It is a research institution and its
How
research
do you
has helped
intend
reshape
funding your education?
my uncle, in the person of Nana Samapia Dankwa II, who is a chief at Manson Edubia in the Amansia South District of the Ashanti region. He makes an annual income of 67,650 from his cocoa and plantation farm. He is willing to see me successful in my spheres of lives, and he will be glad and willing to entrust projects in his community into my hands upon graduation.
Okay, thank you very much. Any comments, any suggestions for our brother? Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, hello, Mr. Peter. So why didn't you study the program in Ghana? You were trying to make it look like Ghana, true and poor, but there no practicals. Fine. Then when you were asked, why did you choose the Clemson? Now you changed it that they are ranked high. I thought you were going to continue with it and say they have the facilities and those things you were trying to say. They are not in Ghana. But in as much as you want to make a point, don't compare or try to contrast the two schools. Just focus on the United States, what they are going to offer you. But don't make it look like you are being trained without facilities. If you are being trained without facilities, it means that you're already not a good student because you don't have the good foundation from Ghana. So please make it on the United States and don't do that comparison. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Any other comments?
Yes, and with Peter, I realized you have the answers. Like most of your answers are coming, but I believe you are very laid back with your answers, and sometimes maybe that if you're lucky, the VO might give you time to speak at your own pace. But if they believe they are not getting the answers from you fast, they might cut you off. So even though you might have the answers, I suggest you somehow be active in your answering rather than passive. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Who's the next person, please?
Please, I'm the next person, Sandra.
Hi, Sandra, and pass me your passport and your I-20.
Here you go, sir.
Okay. Why this program?
I chose to pursue a master's in environmental engineering because I want to gain more knowledge in advanced and wastewater treatment. So during my undergraduate project, I worked on analyzing the quality of wastewater that is used for irrigation by farmers in my community. And this project highlighted the need for effective wastewater management in agricultural practices. So pursuing this program is going to equip me with the knowledge and skills I need in order to contribute to innovative solutions in wastewater.
What's your educational background?
I have a Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Engineering from Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, and I graduated in 2022 with the second class upper honors.
Tell me a little bit about the university you are attending.
I'm going to Virginia Polytechnic Institute and State University in the United States of America. It's located at Blacksburg in the Montgomery County in Virginia. And the environmental engineering program in that school is highly ranked, currently standing at 7th position. And the department also has very well equipped labs. Like the lab I'll be working at, the Sustainable Environment Research Lab, it has cutting edge equipment like the thermal hydrolysis pre-treatment plant, which is very essential when it comes to advanced water and wastewater treatment.
I can
These
see you
resources
have
are
been
not
awarded some scholarship. Congratulations. How do you intend funding the remaining deficit?
No, please, I've not been awarded a scholarship. My company will be sponsoring me. They'll be paying for my entire tuition. And they are sponsoring me because I'm the only management trainee who has relevant research in wastewater treatment. And it aligns with their sustainable goal of optimizing the existing wastewater treatment structure to make it more efficient and sustainable. And having prior research in wastewater treatment boosted my candidacy for getting the sponsorship. I've also acquired an educational loan of $30,600 to cater for my living expenses. And I'll be paying for the interest while I'm on campus with my monthly salary, my steady leave salary of 6,400, which is approximately $450. I'll be using that to pay the interest while I'm on campus so that I can focus on my studies.
How many schools did you apply to?
I applied to 5 schools and got admission into 3 of them: Virginia Polytechnic Institute and State University, Colorado State University, and Georgia Institute of Technology.
Do you
But
know
I chose
anyone
to
in the
pursue my,
US?
yes, please. I'm in contact with my DSO and also my graduate coordinator, and also a few international students that my graduate coordinator introduced me to.
Are you married?
No, please, I'm not married.
Okay, thank you very much. Any comments, any suggestions for our sister?
I think she did well. And then when you asked her why the company is sponsoring, she spoke about how she has a relevant research. And I couldn't get the area, but then I want to ask, does she have a research paper? The VO might ask if you have a research paper or something. The way you try to put it, like, in the company you have done a lot of research in this area. That's why you're choosing to sponsor you. So, please, do you have a research paper?
I don't have a published research paper, but I do have a research paper, and I also did my internship with the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. So I have quite an experience when it comes to wastewater research.
Okay, so then I think maybe you can work around that. Maybe you can talk about if you've done your undergraduate research, or maybe you've done masters. You can tell them you did your undergraduate research in that. When you are asked maybe a research paper or something, I think that would be fine. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Any other?
Yeah,
Yeah, go
Sandra,
ahead.
I like her confidence. I mean, she's on track. Every question she has a very good idea and meaning into the question, and she delivered. Charlie, keep it up, keep it up.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
yes. So there was a point where you said your company is sponsoring you. Is the company yours?
No, it's the company I work at.
Yeah, so you want to say my current employer than saying my company. So
Okay, sure.
you'd want to look at that. There's one other thing, but I think it has escaped me. So maybe tomorrow we'll get it. Thank you. And please, the next person. Randolph, who is the next person, please?
Elfrida.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Hi, Elfrida.
Hi, Enoch.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm fine. How many schools did you apply to?
I applied to 3 schools: Bowling Green State University, University of Virginia, and University of Connecticut. But I settled on Bowling Green State University due to its interest to research, and my interest also aligns with that of Professor Nancy Patterson, which our research is into education in Africa, focusing on this reformation.
What will this program do for you?
This program will provide me with the opportunity to critique and reflect on ideas about education and educational research to deepen my professional knowledge and increase my problem solving and creativity skills.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the university.
Bowling Green State University was established in the year 1910 with its current president as Professor Ronnie K. Rogers. Its motto is Be the Good. Its mascot is Freddie and Freddy Falcons.
I can see you've been here before. What has changed?
No, this is my first time.
How did you pay your service fee?
I was connected to an international student by my program coordinator, Professor Nancy Patterson, and she assisted me to pay my service fee.
How do you intend funding your education?
I was awarded an assistantship of $31,212 US, and a deficit of $2,288 to be covered by my father. He has established 5 schools and makes an annual income of $120,000. He believes in my capabilities of becoming the next managing director of his establishment. I've also made a personal savings of $8,000 that will be used to cater for unforeseen expenses that might come my way.
Okay, thank you very much. Any comments, any suggestions for her? Today, I don't know where your energy has gone to. You sound so flat, even though you are answering the questions and all that. Maybe because you just woke up. So
It's my voice, that's why.
But I think I've heard you a couple of times, like the energy is not there today. I don't know. So you did well, so please keep it up. Okay. Next person, please.
Thank you.
Salasi.
Yeah.
Hi, Salasi. Good morning.
Good morning, Enoch.
Yeah. What's your educational background?
I completed my bachelor's degree in chemistry from Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in 2021, where I graduated with CWA of 61.2, which is a second class upper.
Which university are you going to and what program are you going to study?
I'm going to pursue a master's degree in chemistry at Michigan Technological University, which starts for this August.
Okay. Do you know anyone in the US?
Apart from my designated official and my program coordinator, I have no one. I know of no one in the US.
So why this program?
As someone who is very interested in environmental remediation and currently work with SGS, which is an environmental monitoring lab, I plan to use the skills I learned from this program to help develop and improve on already existing environmental remediation processes and also spectroscopic processes, which would help in identifying and quantifying pollutants in the environment.
Okay. How many schools did you apply to?
I applied to 4 schools, namely Michigan Tech, Clemson, Penn State University, and Colorado Boulder. However, I got admitted into Michigan Technological University.
Which county is Penn State University located?
Penn State University is located, okay, I have no idea. I'd research on that.
Which state is it located in?
Pennsylvania State.
Are you married?
No, please.
Have you traveled outside of your home country before?
No, I have not.
Has your sponsor traveled outside of Ghana before?
No, he hasn't.
So how are you funding your education?
My total cost of attendance and living expenses and health insurance will be covered by a loan I acquired from Empower Financing.
How do you intend repaying the interest on the loan?
For my time in school, I'm supposed to pay interest only, and this will be covered by my uncle who owns a car dealership shipments and rental company.
Why should your visa be approved?
I believe for my long-term plan, which is to help in reclaiming land for the environment, I believe a degree from Michigan Tech would all by certify me as a qualified person to pursue this course. And also I'm prepared to follow the immigration laws my F1 visa would grant me.
Okay, thank you very much. Any comments, any suggestions for our brother?
When you ask of his payment, that's Empower, he gave room for you to ask follow-up questions. While he knows was it's a loan, you have to state the money that's certified and also how he will go by paying the loan, the interest and all that. So he gave room for that.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah, so you'd once it's a loan, you'd want to quickly let the view be aware of how you intend paying it. Okay. Because it's something they normally ask. Okay. Any other suggestions? Yes, and you kept saying, okay, yes, please go ahead.
So when it comes to the loan, I think you can also, some schools certify an amount for you, even if you have more than, let's say you have a deficit of 30,000 and you got certified for 50. They will only say your loan was for 35 or 30 to match the exact number they want. Some will also approve the whole amount. So if it's that case, you can say you had a loan of 45,000, but your school certified 30. And with if you have like a favorable interest rate too, I think it can be in your favor. You can state it, add it to your payment terms. You can state how much you are expected to pay whilst you are in school if the figures are favorable.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, there was a point where you were saying my school, my program, so you would not want to personalize those things. Okay.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Please, the next person.
Margaret.
Hi, Margaret. Hi, Margaret. Okay, next person.
Carl.
Hello.
Yeah, Carl, how are you doing?
Yes, I'm very well, thank you.
Okay. Carl, congratulations on your scholarship. How do you intend funding the remaining deficit?
Okay, so I've been given the Provost International Scholarship, which is worth $15,000, and my remaining deficit, which is $34,777, will be fully funded by my biological father, Mr. Daniel Adonati, who works as a mining engineer and the current optimizing manager at Bel Air Company in Guinea. Hello.
Yeah, why is he sponsoring you? Sorry.
Because he's funding my education because he believes in the future career goals that I have. And
have you been to the embassy before?
No, please, this is my first time.
Okay. What program and in which university are you going to study?
So I'm going for a bachelor's degree in electrical and electronic engineering at the Missouri University of Science and Technology, where I've been given admission and been given a Provost International Scholarship, which is worth $15,000.
So why electrical engineering?
Okay, so growing up, we used to experience a lot of power outages, popularly known as doom. So as a result of unstable power supply, and this incident made me more curious about electrical engineering and its potential to produce a sustainable power supply. I believe that a strong electrical grid is what my home country needs, and this has motivated me to go to Missouri to study electrical and electronic engineering and come back with solutions. So it's going to have a positive effect on my country's electrical supply.
So how is this program going to help you sustain your country's grade when it comes to electrical energy?
With the quality facilities at Missouri which are available to the students, is going to equip me with practical skills, which is going to help me, which is going to equip me with valuable skills, which is going to help me in my future career.
What's your study plan?
Okay, so I'm going for a bachelor's degree, which is for a 4-year period. And also I'm going for a total of 68 credit hours with 12 to 18 credit hours each semester.
So why not take this program in your home country?
Studying this program at Missouri is going to help me equip viable skills which will make me stand out when I come to my home country due to the availability of practical labs such as the electronics lab, the basic electronics lab, and also the power labs at Missouri.
What's your total cost of attendance?
My total cost of attendance is $49,777.
Which county is the university located in?
Okay, Missouri S&T is located in Rolla, which is in the Phelps County, a county.
Okay, thank you very much. Any comments, any suggestions for our brother?
Yeah, I heard him saying to help him solve the problem of electrical supply instead of probably power supply. And he going by trying to say that you asked him his interest or how resulted, and he started the childhood story of power outage. If you could make it very simple, straightforward, instead of making it lengthy because of the limited time for the interview. However, he mentioned doomsday and all that, which maybe may not be that necessary. So he should have time to look at the story, and because of the limited time, target the major points.
Okay, thank you. Any other comment? Okay, yeah, so please keep it up. Okay. And the next person.
Mary.
Who?
It's me, Mr. Enoch. Mary.
Okay. Hi, Mary. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Enoch.
Mary, why are you here?
I'm here for an F1 visa interview, which will allow me to pursue a master's study in special education and teaching at Coppin State University in Baltimore, Maryland, USA. And upon completion, I'll come back to my home country to take on the role of a special education teacher, as one of the challenges we have currently in Nigeria is shortage of specialized education teacher.
Okay. Why this program?
I chose special education because currently I work as an elementary teacher, and at my place of work we have a couple of special education students whom I have watched struggle in their academics over the years. This influenced my decision to study my master's in special education, and upon completion I'll come back to be able to help these students to learn well and break the barriers they are currently facing in their academics.
Okay, how did you hear about this university?
I did a thorough online searching for universities in the US that offers this course, and in my research, I got to know about Coppin State University.
Okay, so how do you intend funding your education?
Mr. Adegbola Ajayi, who works as a director of global sales at Reality Labs Meta, and earns a monthly salary of $10,000 and an annual salary of $127,000, happens to be my paternal uncle, and he will be sponsoring my education to the US. He believes in my aspiration and goes to become a special education teacher, and he is ready to sponsor my education to the US.
How many schools did you apply to?
I applied to 3 universities: Coppin State University, University of Washington, and University of Florida. However, I got admitted to Coppin State University and University of Washington.
Why should your visa be approved?
Okay. Approving my visa will enable me to travel to the United States, precisely Coppin State University in Baltimore, Maryland, to pursue a 2 years master's degree in special education. And upon completion, I'll come back to my home country to use this knowledge that I have gathered during my education to support children with special needs and disability, knowing fully well that each student's needs are unique and that services are tailored to meet individuals' requirements.
Okay, thank you very much. Any comments, any suggestions from Mary? Any comments, any suggestions?
I think she did
She
well, so
did
she should
well.
keep practice.
Okay, thank you. Mary, please keep it up. The
Thank
next
you.
person, please. Randolph.
Enoch.
Yes. Then the next person, please.
Nanekia.
Okay. Hi, Nanekia. Good morning.
Hello.
Nanekia, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
How are you doing?
Fine.
Please introduce yourself.
I'm going to Oklahoma State University to pursue quantitative finance.
Did you hear the question?
Okay. Please, have you started? Or you're just asking me a brief question?
I said, please introduce yourself.
Okay. I'm going to pursue a master's degree in quantitative finance at Oklahoma State University for a period of 2 years. This program will equip me with in-depth knowledge and skill in mathematical and financial modeling to analyze the financial risk and return at my current workplace.
What do you currently do?
I am currently a finance officer at Akrade Gas Limited for the past 6 years. Some of my roles are prepare monthly financial reports to inform stakeholders about the financial status of the company, ensure the company is in compliance with all financial regulations and internal controls to safeguard the company's assets and to prevent fraud.
What are your plans after school?
I returned to Ghana after my program to assume a role as a senior financial analyst at Akrade Gas Limited, where I will apply the knowledge acquired to improve operational processes, solve complex financial problems, and predict market trends. Aside taking up a managerial role, I plan to set up a financial consultancy firm where I will provide services to young entrepreneurs in my community and equip them with financial skills to enable their business thrive in today's data-driven world.
Have you traveled outside of your home country before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, do you know anyone in the US?
No, I don't know anyone in the US.
Why should your visa be approved?
As a finance officer at Akrade Gas Limited, I've been exposed to challenges of the traditional financial practices in the manufacturing industry. The program's focus on practical and technology-driven solutions will enable me to introduce innovative financial software and models.
How do you intend
Also,
funding your education?
I have been awarded a graduate assistantship that covers my full tuition, health insurance, and a monthly stipend. The remaining deficit will be covered by my personal savings, working over 5 years professionally, and rent from inherited properties from my late dad, which generates an annual income of 300,000 Ghana cedi.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yep.
Any comments, any suggestions for
I think she did
Nanekia?
well, just that the first question, I think when he asked her to introduce herself, I don't know if she wasn't aware if asked her a question or something, but I think it would be fine if she gives a brief, like, instead of you asking her, what do you do? I think she could have just fitted that into the question, introduce yourself. So I am this, that, I do this, that, and I'm going to pursue this, that. I think that would be fine. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Any other?
Also, in my view, she sounds very scripted. Even when you compare the first and the last question, why should your visa be approved? In my view, how she went about it, it's like, so she's very scripted. So she should know that in as much as you prefer, they can ask any question anytime, anywhere. So apart from having her facts on her fingertips, she should also give some room if any other unexpected question arise.
Okay. Please, with your last answer, you said you have a scholarship and the remaining deficit will be taken care of by yourself with some personal savings, right?
Yes, please.
And then you added something to it at the latter end. Can you take that again?
And rent from inherited properties from my late dad, which generate an annual income of 300,000 Ghana cedi.
Oh, okay. So I was thinking I was thinking that still is like that is still factored into what you previously said, that from yourself and from money that you've been able to save. I don't know how that is going to sound. The latter part is going to sound to the view. That was why I just wanted to hear it very well.
Oh,
Okay.
so should I take it out? Should I take the figures out?
No, I just wanted to hear it well. So it's your story. I can't say take this out or keep this in. So maybe you want to check it yourself. Okay. Or maybe you could ask Mr. Fred or something. But it was fine. I just wanted to hear the latter part.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Josephine, please, the next person.
It's Asana.
Hi, Asana. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Why are you here?
I'm here to be interviewed for an F1 visa, which will give me access to the United States to pursue my master's degree in chemistry, specifically at the Michigan Technological University, which will help me to gain the skills to be able to perform medical analysis on patient samples.
What would this program do for you?
Okay, the master's degree in chemistry will enable me to gain the skills, in analysis to be able to perform more advanced medical diagnostics. Also, it will enable me to analyze medical samples more accurately and thoroughly. And,
Do you have any
lastly,
research area of interest?
yes, I'll be working with Professor Bai, whose research interest is in the development of therapeutic agents towards drug development.
What are your plans after school?
Upon completion of my master's degree, I'll be returning to my home country, Ghana, where I'll be taking up a senior role as a laboratory manager, specifically at the chemistry department, which I'll be overseeing samples to be run to diagnose unknown common diseases to help develop healthcare in Ghana.
What do you currently do?
I currently work as a medical laboratory scientist at Claron Healthcare International, where my responsibilities include analyzing samples, performing phlebotomy, and also diagnosing chemistry samples.
How long have you been there?
I've been working for the past 5 years.
How many schools did you apply to?
I applied to 3 schools. I applied to the Michigan Technological University, Missouri University of Science and Technology, and the Ball State University.
I can see you've been here before. What has changed?
Actually, this is my first time being at the embassy.
Are you married?
No, I'm not married, but I'm
What's
engaged.
the mascot of your school?
The mascot of my school is the Husky.
Have you traveled outside of your home country before?
I haven't had the opportunity to travel outside, so upon approval of this visa, it will give me the opportunity to travel out of this country for the first time.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Any comment, any suggestions for Asana? Any comments, any suggestions? Okay. There are no comments, so please keep the energy up. Okay. Next
All right.
person.
Thank you very much.
Next person is James.
Hi, James.
Hi, Enoch.
Yeah, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm well. How about you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why did you choose this university?
I chose to study at the University of New Haven because of its designation in cyber operations. Also, I chose to study at the University of New Haven because of its specialization in computer science and interdisciplinary project-based learning.
Why not take this program in your home country other than the US?
I'm actually in India, and then I decided to leave India to study at USA because of its global recognition upon completion. Also, the multicultural background in the United States has driven me to study in the United States.
Tell me a little bit about the university.
University of New Haven was founded in 1920 at the Yale campus. Its current president is James Frederickson. Its primary colors are blue and gold, and then the mascot is Charlie the Charger.
What are your plans after school?
Upon successful completion, I'll head back to Ghana, where I'll deploy my skills in data structure and algorithm, reverse engineering, and memory forensics at eBureau Ghana, a cybersecurity firm which my primary sponsor owns and is helping me, which my primary sponsor owns. Yeah. Sorry.
Do you know anyone in the US?
No, I do not know anyone, but I'm in contact with my designated school official.
Give me one F1 rule governing the F1 visa.
So a regulation regarding the F1 visa is that you're not supposed to work outside campus.
Okay, so who is funding your education?
My education is being funded by my aunt, Miss Faustina Paribia, who is the director of eBureau Ghana. She earns an annual salary of 94,000 Ghana cedi, 94,000 US dollars. Also, I received a scholarship of $23,000. She believes in my aims and ambition of becoming a cybersecurity analyst, and therefore is sponsoring me. So upon successful completion, I will come back to Ghana to work under her company.
Okay, thank you very much. Any comments, any suggestions for James? Any comments, any
I think
suggestions?
he did well, but he should be a bit flexible so that he doesn't sound so scripted, because it seemed when he got to a point he had lost what he wanted to continue with, like he had forgotten something and then he had to stop. So I think he should be very flexible and then he will be fine, but he's doing well.
Okay.
Also for your funding, could you bring your scholarship first before you talk about your auntie?
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, so that was what I was about to say. So please structure the funding well. So if you have a scholarship, like Hetty said, you don't want to re-emphasize or re-echo that to the visa officer, then you could add who is taking care of the remaining deficit and why the person is sponsoring you. You didn't tell us how much your auntie earns monthly, annually, how long she's been working, where you said she's working, and then I don't know if you made mention of the position she occupies in that particular company. So we don't want to list all these things in your answers. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Just for the next person.
Next person is Ruthie.
Hi, Ruthie. Good morning. Hi, Ruthie. Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can we go ahead?
Yes, please.
Okay. Walk me through your scholarship process. How did you merit this scholarship?
Okay, so after I submitted my application to
Can you
Illinois
speak
Institute of,
louder a little?
can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, so after I submitted my application to Illinois Institute of Technology, I was given a scholarship of $10,000, which was based on my GPA, which was 3.43 from University of Coventry.
Okay. So why are you here?
So I'm here to apply for a student visa. I'm here to apply for a student visa, which will enable me advance my career, which enable me advance my career by becoming a digital forensic analyst.
Why not take this program in your home country?
Okay, so master's degree in cybersecurity in the US will actually boost my credibility in the cybersecurity sector here in Ghana. Given that I intend to leverage on the qualification and the skills acquired to work either in the banking sector or the police department.
What do you currently do?
So I've been working close to 2 years now in the cybersecurity field as a security analyst, but I am with a bank here in Ghana where my main activities, my primary tasks include monitoring, investigating, and analyzing security incidents in order to detect potential threats. So occasionally, I get the opportunity to work hand in hand with the digital forensic team. So
How did you
watching
hear about
the
this university?
so I first heard about the university through a cybersecurity community here in Ghana, um, by a mentor in the field when I spoke to him about upgrading my career. So after that, I went to the school's website to go through the curriculum. Since I intend to advance my career, I was looking out for certain modules that will help me, um, that would help equip me in that particular field, which is digital forensics.
Which city is the university located in?
Illinois Institute of Technology is located in Chicago, within the Illinois state.
Which county?
The county is DuPage.
Tell me a little bit about the university.
Okay, so Illinois is a private research university which is located in Chicago and Illinois, and was founded in 1890 and is one of the leading technological universities in the United States. And there are multiple or several notable alumni, which include the inventor of barcode and several NASA astronauts from the
So
university. So
why a private university?
okay, so when I was taking a master's program in cybersecurity my for my career advancement, I wasn't didn't base the search on whether the school is a private or public university. I actually wanted a school that covers two major curriculum that include cyber forensic and vulnerability analysis.
How do you intend funding your education?
So with regards to that, I have a comprehensive plan to cover my educational expenses, which is a total of 51,000. First, I have been awarded a scholarship from the school amounting to 10,000. And also I have a personal savings of 6,000 that I'll be using. And also I've been able to secure an Empower loan of 22,931 to further support my studies. And lastly, my uncle, who is a proprietor of Great Amjo Ventures, and is a well-known business in the Kumasi Central Market that deals in wholesales of juice bags, has committed to covering the remaining of my expenses. And he owns 3 shops in Kumasi as well, with 10
also allows students to select courses from a wide pool of electives, which include supply chain planning and operations management. I
What's
believe
your
this
educational background?
I currently have a bachelor's degree in procurement and supply chain management, where I completed in the year 2022 from the University of Cape Coast with first-class honors. I pursued relevant courses like logistics and inventory management, managing supply chain relationships.
What do you currently do?
I currently work as a supply chain associate at CK Logistics Limited, where primarily my duties include monitoring inventory levels to assure availability of inventory in the organization, monitoring and recording performance metrics, and also receiving feedback from drivers and assigning action against each feedback.
What's your total cost of attendance?
34,440.
Congratulations on your scholarship. How do you intend funding the remaining deficit?
Thank you. The deficit will be covered by my stepdad, Mr. Obedopokuenchi, who is a real estate developer and the CEO of CK Logistics, where I currently work. From his businesses, he earns an annual income ranging from 80,000 to 90,000 USD. He is sponsoring medication because I will be returning to work and improve upon the supply chain operations of CK Logistics.
Has your sponsor traveled outside of Ghana before?
Yes, he's traveled to Japan, specifically Yokohama, to source for logistics track that is in Zuzu.
And have you traveled outside of Ghana before?
No, I haven't.
Has your sponsor sponsored anyone apart from you in the family to study outside Ghana?
Yes, please. He sponsored my other sister to UK, specifically Austin University, to pursue an MBA program, where she's currently back in Ghana working as an HR director at EcoBank.
Are you married?
No, I am not married.
Why should your visa be approved?
Proving this visa for me will be a step forward attaining my short and my long-term goals, where it will give me the opportunity to travel to the US to pursue this 2-year master's degree, where after completing, I'll return and improve upon the supply chain operations of CK Logistics, where I currently work. Also, this program, proving this visa will let me go and pursue this program, which will advance my knowledge in establishing my long-term goal of establishing a supply chain consultancy firm here in Ghana, which will have the sole aim of training supply chain consultants.
Thank you very much. Any comments, any suggestions for Randolph?
I like his confidence level and how he was answering the questions. Keep up.
Okay. Any other suggestions?
Yeah, his delivery was perfect, and let him just keep it up.
Okay, sure.
Okay, yeah, yes, one more last comment. I think he has been doing well, following him every day. But the part that you congratulate him for his scholarship, he did mention his deficit. But I was thinking he could have, mentioned the amount of scholarship that he earned before he continued to address the rest of the question. But he didn't mention that.
Yeah, exactly. So, Randolph, you want to reiterate your scholarship and then you proceed from there. Okay.
Okay, no.
But please, on that, if the viewer have congratulated you with your I-20 before him or her, it means he or she is aware and have cited the amount. So because of the limited time, would it be better to focus on the deficit and talk about, since the information on that is also plenty?
Yeah, it depends on you which one you want to do, but then from my direction, I think if you it's just a sentence. A scholarship, or I've been awarded a scholarship of $20,000 and then the remaining deficit. I don't think it takes so much time, but it's up to you. You could decide on which one you want to go with. But since it has been said, it means the viewer is aware. But then maybe I was thinking of you creating, like laying emphasis on that and then building on it. But that's fine. If you want to ignore it and continue, yeah, that's fine.
I don't know, but I think I don't know if he had a scholarship at all. But
Yes,
if
I can
he,
see it on his I-20. I have his I-20 here. He gave it to me, so
okay.
I'm lying, no. Okay. Yes, I think he has a scholarship. So okay, thank you very much. So another thing is to confirm what the VO said. Maybe you don't have a scholarship and he's congratulating you, so you still want to state it so that yes, to show that yes, you have a scholarship. Yeah, thank you, Josephine.
Yo.
The next person, please.
The next person is
Hello,
Lisa.
good morning. Please, I'm leaving for work. Can I be interviewed?
I'm sorry, there's a protocol to
My
follow
name
here.
is already on the list, but
Yes, maybe it hasn't gotten to your turn. So
but I'm leaving for work, so pardon me.
yes.
In it.
Good
Thank you.
Samaritan.
Okay, so Elvis Apia.
Josephine, is Elvis in the list?
I am checking the list. Please a minute.
An F1 visa, which makes me eligible to study at Case Western Reserve University for a Master of Business Administration with a concentration in finance. This
Why MBA?
admission comes with, pardon me, please.
Why MBA?
As one of the individuals identified as the next manager for financial services, I anticipate to face issues such as intense industry competition, market and credit risk, and evolving consumer taste. Therefore, studying an MBA, particularly from Case Western Reserve University, I'll be equipped with in-depth skills in strategic planning, risk management, and digital leadership innovation that I can leverage on to expand the financial services of my current employer.
What do you currently do?
I currently work as a principal officer with the Ghana Post Company Limited. Amongst my role is to oversee mail operations. Also, I validate and verify data information in our system to ensure that it is error-free. And I also handle financial transactions such as both local and foreign remittances, which includes MoneyGram, Express Fund, Western Union, and other financial transactions.
What's your study plan like?
This program is a 2-year program, and every semester I'll be studying for 15 credit hours. And this semester I'll be doing marketing management, financial accounting, leading people and organization, and corporate finance man.
Which semester are you in now?
I'm going to fall 2024.
Okay. What ties you back home then?
Pardon me?
What ties you back home?
Okay, upon completion of my studies and 2-year study leave, I would return back home to my current employer, Ghana Post Company Limited, to take the position of manager. No, please, I'm not married.
How do you intend funding your education?
I've been awarded a merit-based renewable scholarship, which serves as a full tuition for the 2-year MBA program, and also have saved $2,831 to cater for my living expenses. And my auntie, Dr. Felicity Jantoninga, who is the CEO of Trustback Agrochemical Limited, has offered to cater for the rest of the cost. I'm fortunate to be the second person in the family that she's sponsoring, after sponsoring my cousin to study at the University of Leicester for his master's degree in advanced mechanical engineering. He's back in the country and is working with Toyota Ghana Limited.
Have you traveled outside of Ghana before?
Yes, please. I've been to Togo, Cote d'Ivoire, and also South Africa.
Has your sponsor traveled outside of the country before?
Yes. She has been to the UK, Ireland, and I think Australia. And she also schooled at Russia.
Do you know anyone in the US?
No, please. I do not know anyone in the US,
Okay.
aside my programs coordinator.
Thank you very much. Any comments, any suggestions for our brother?
I think he have done well. when he asked his uncle's travel, what he's not sure of, maybe he would just leave it out. Maybe he mentioned one or two, but the other one he said I think. It means he's not sure. So he being able to mention a few and one or two is okay.
Okay, thank you. Any other comments? Any other suggestions? Okay. So please keep it up. Okay. There are some things I wanted to say, but they
go
haven't
on.
escaped me. So another time, probably when you're being interviewed, I'll take note of that. Thank you.
Okay, that's fine.
Please, the next person.
Irene.
Hi,
Irene is
Irene. Good morning.
Hi, it's the brother here who was just interviewed.
Do I
Yes,
even
it's me.
Can you
I'm the one.
can you just say thank you to the lady who made it possible for you to get interviewed?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Give me the opportunity.
You are welcome, please.
Okay.
Bro, Enoch, we can continue. I think Enoch, your microphone is muted.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Please, who's the next person, Josephine?
Irene.
Okay, hi, Irene.
Bonjour, Enoch. Hi, good morning.
Hey, I beg, I have not eaten. Morning. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why not take this program in France other than the US, since it's a French program?
The French curriculum at Texas Tech University is very elaborate and covers courses that will be very relevant to the department where I actually work now. That is the Department of Modern Languages and Communication Sciences. The courses I'm going to take at Texas Tech University will be very beneficial to their French literature program, and I intend to do my best to contribute to that department in the regard.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about the school.
Texas Tech University was established on 2nd October 1923 under the name Texas Technological College. Their mascot is the Red Raider, and their president is Lawrence Shovnak. Their school motto is "From here, it's possible," and it is located in Lubbock, Texas.
What's your study plan?
The MA French program is a 2-year program that covers about 36 credit hours, and I'll be taking courses like medieval literature, 16th to 21st century literature, Francophone literature, French cinema, just to mention a few. During the summer, the graduate students are encouraged by the Department of Classical and Modern Languages to partake in internship programs that goes on in France. So I intend to apply for that during the summer.
Okay. Have you traveled outside of your home country before?
Yes, I went to Benin for a study abroad program during my junior year in undergrad.
And what's your educational background?
I hold a bachelor's degree in French obtained from Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology.
How do you intend funding your education?
I've been awarded a teaching assistantship position that covers $29,000 out of the $33,000 total cost of attendance. In addition to that, I have been awarded 2 separate scholarships amounting to $1,750. But my deficit of $2,250 will be covered by my father, Mr. Peter Edudazi. He is an officer of the Ghana Prison Service and earns an annual income of about 120,000 cedis. That's approximately $8,000.
Okay. Es-tu marié?
Non, je suis célibataire.
Okay, thank you very much. Any comments, any suggestions for Irene? Any comments, any suggestions for Irene? Okay, so for those who didn't understand the last question, I was asking if she was married, and she said no. So, okay, Irene, please keep it up. Okay, there's no comments for you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Please, the next person.
Amakwa.
Hi, Amakwa. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Enoch.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing good yourself.
I'm fine. You don't mind we speak some French?
Hey, comment ça va?
Ça va bien. Merci.
Okay.
Okay. And why are you here?
I'm here to be interviewed for an F1 visa, which will give me the opportunity to go to the US, specifically Western Michigan University, to pursue a master's degree in political science and government for 2 years. After that, I'll come back to Ghana to use the knowledge and skills I have acquired to become a gender policy advocate, to contribute to the development of my country by making policies that seek to promote gender equity and eliminate gender inequalities in Ghana. I'll be studying under the supervision of Professor Priscilla Lambert, and we'll be working on the project, The Role of Gender Quotas and How it Promotes Women Empowerment in Ghana. My master's degree in political science and government at Western Michigan University is a fully funded program by the government of Ghana through the Ghana Scholarship Secretariat, which will cover for my tuition and living expenses in the US.
What's your study plan like?
Master's degree in political science and government is a 2 years program with 30 credit hours. In the first semester, I'll be taking courses like Foundations of Comparative Politics, Foundations of American Politics, Research and Professional Skills, and an optional course like Political Psychology. And in the final year, I'll be taking a research on the topic, The Role of Gender Quotas and How it Promotes Women Empowerment in Ghana. And this will be
Who
supervised by
happens
Professor
to be
Priscilla.
the current minister for gender?
The current minister for gender in Ghana is Honorable Dakwa Newman.
How long has she been in post? Do you know that?
She has been in post for 2 years.
Are you in contact with anyone in the US?
I'm in contact with my designated school official and my program supervisor, Professor Priscilla Lambert.
Why should your visa be approved?
Approving this visa will not only allow me to go to Western Michigan University, but you are directly contributing to the development of my country. As after the degree in Western Michigan University, I'll come back to Ghana to use it to contribute to the development of my country, to make policies that seek to eliminate gender inequality and discrimination in Ghana.
What's the mascot of your school?
The mascot of Western Michigan University is Buster Bronco.
Which county is it located in?
Kalamazoo County.
Okay, thank you very much. Any comments, any suggestions for Amwakwa?
Yeah, I had the opportunity to hear of her last submission, and I like how she went by it. Why should this visa be approved? The direction she took. However, using the word directly, if I heard her right, I don't know if that's suitable. Instead of using maybe indirectly, because she alone is not, excuse me, it is an ambassador representing the whole of Ghana, but a student anyway. So that's what I think.
Thank you.
And also, Honorable Dakwa was sworn in just 2 days ago, so it hasn't been a minister for the past 2 years. It was just sworn in 2 days ago.
Okay.
Please, mine is not like I just wanted to tell her that I've also had an admission to Western Michigan University. If we can link up, it's nice. It will be nice. Thank you.
Please, what's your name?
Bless. I directly sent you a message that you've not sent.
Okay, sure. Okay.
Okay. Please, who's the next person?
This person is Augustine.
Augustine. Hi, Augustine. Good morning.
Good morning, Brother Enoch.
Yeah, why are you here?
I'm here to be interviewed for an F1 visa that will enable me to travel to the United States to pursue a master's degree in computer science at Carolina University, Winston-Salem, which computer science is a wave across the globe today, in which Sierra Leone is not an exemption. Pursuing a master's degree in computer science will enable me to have the required knowledge and skills that will allow me to come back to Sierra Leone to continue in my present place of work and also take up a teaching and role in the Department of Physics and Computer Science. And in
So
long term,
why this university?
yeah, I choose Carolina University because the university has a curriculum that fits my academic requirements and career prospects. And also the university has professors that do concentrate on practical teaching as well. The university is very responsive in matter of inquiries, which makes me feel Carolina University is a family.
What is your study plan?
Master's degree in Carolina is a 2 years program that starts on the 26th.
Did you say a master's degree in Carolina?
In computer science, sorry. Master's degree in computer science is a 2-year program with 36 credit hours that starts from the 26th of August and fall. And some of the courses I'll be doing is web-based application, object-oriented programming, machine learning, and artificial intelligence.
Why not take this program online than traveling to North Carolina University?
And I believe research has proved that in-person studies is more effective than an online study. So I want to be on campus so that I will interact with my professors and other colleagues.
I can see you've been here before. What has changed?
Yes, I was refused an F1 visa under the Section 214B of the Immigration Nationality Act. Since then, my school have changed and my finances have changed. I've been awarded a 2,160 US dollar, and I'm argumenting that with my personal saving of 5,000 US dollars. My brother, who is the person of Kelvin Sheko that works in the United Bank of Africa as a business manager that earns an annual income of 54,000 US dollar, will be supporting my studies in the United States. I have his bank statements and my own personal bank statements as an evidence of my financial stability. Will you like to see it, sir?
Perfectly. Can I have it?
Yes, look at it, sir.
What's your educational background?
I did computer science in my undergrad at Jala University, Sierra Leone.
Okay. Are you married?
Yes, I am married with one child.
How old is she or he?
She's 1 year, 9 months old.
Okay, so what plans have you made for them since you'll be leaving to the States to study?
Yeah, my wife is currently working in the same university as an administrator under the School of Environmental Sciences, and she's fully employed and has a better salary. And I believe I also be going with a study leave with pay, and her salary and my study leave with pay will be taking care of them, sir.
How do you intend funding your education?
Yeah, I've been awarded 160 US dollar, and I have a personal savings of 5,000 US dollar. My brother in the person of Kelvin Sheko, who works in the United Bank of Africa as a business manager that earns an annual salary of 54,000 US dollar, will be supporting my tuition and living expenses in the US. I have his personal bank statement and my own personal bank statement as an evidence of my financial stability. Would you like to see it, sir?
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Any comments, any suggestions for Augustine?
Yeah, for he's trying. For my comment, one, I'm learning that not all the viewers are that interested in your document because they know you have to bring it, and they will request or require of you to see. So in a way, one may also see that you underneath trying to, would you like to see my documents? Will be like you are coercing the person to see your documents. So why not, if only you have them and you are confident, why not wait till he or she requests it? And then his word about his how he was framing sometimes the pressure or the anxiety and all that. So you quickly helped him by saying not a 2 year um, study in say at his university. So supposing not because of this interaction and it's the view him or herself, I don't know how it may go. So it's an interview. Just that we have to be a little bit careful. And then when you ask office, why not on online? The answers she gave to me were not very strong. Why not? Because it's a master's program and research component is a major area. Why not he focus there? That the kind of data he needs and all that will likely be found in the US pertaining to his alignment, research alignment with his supervisor and stuff like that. But when it comes to the courses and communication and stuff, all can be done online, just as he's doing this interview online.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
noted, sir.
well
Noted.
said. Yes. So the way you were insisting, would you want to see my documents alone might raise an alarm? Okay. You said it twice. It wasn't once. You said it twice. I like the consistency. Yes, but you don't want to look at that like our brother just said. So wait till you are asked, and then probably the view's attention is not even on your that particular document. But then once you draw his attention, he might want to see it. And then I asked that same question the second time because you said you have been giving steady leave with pay. So that should be part of your finances, but then you never said it. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes. So you don't want to be consistent and make sure that all the things you are saying are in line. Okay. Sure. Thank you very much. Please, the next person.
The next person is Daniel. Daniel,
Hi,
the one without E.
Okay. Has he been interviewed already?
No, please.
No. Okay. Hi, Daniel. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. What of you?
Yeah, I'm good. Daniel, why this program?
So this Master of Architecture program focuses on sustainability, particularly urban revitalization, and aligns with my goals of contributing towards urban revitalization in Ghana's major urban areas, that's Kumasi and Accra. It's going to equip me with skills in renovation, community engagement, urban design, besides the professional architecture training. Upon this, I'll be returning to practice as an architect in Ghana. With these skills, I'll be able to contribute to addressing the complexities of renovation and remodeling of buildings in Ghana, which has been a major factor or hindrance to revitalization in Ghana. Additionally, I'll be picking up a part-time lecturer.
What do you currently do?
Currently, I work as a digital visualizer at Architecture and Engineering Services Limited, Koforidua. My duties are I've been providing 3D models in the form of rendering and animations based on architecture plans and concepts I get. I've also been assisting in research, that's researching on building materials for finishes.
Okay, what's your educational background?
So I've completed my Bachelor of Science in Architecture at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. I completed in 2023 with a second class upper degree.
Okay, so why not take this program in your home country other than the US?
Yes, so architecture in Ghana is still growing. And currently, there are only 2 schools in Ghana offering architecture. That's Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, my alma mater, and Central University as well. And since architecture is growing, there are a lot of specialization and lots of areas these schools are not looking at or treating. And University of Buffalo offers me the chance to pursue a Master of Architecture with focus in urban revitalization, which aligns with my goal of committing or contributing to urban revitalization in Ghana, particularly in our major urban areas.
So which state, city, and county is the university located in?
So the University of Buffalo is located in New York, and it's located in the Erie County, and it's in the city of Buffalo.
Okay, so how do you intend funding your education?
So I've been awarded a departmental scholarship of $6,000 as a result of my outstanding design portfolio. I've also been able to secure a loan amount of $45,200 from Empower, which has been certified by my school, which covers almost all my cost of attendance. Additionally, my uncle, Professor Daniel J. Boatin, who is a lecturer in KNUST, that's Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, and also the CEO of Dark Farms, will be contributing $100 to my education, as well as covering my loan amount of $410 every month whilst I'm in school. Upon completion, I'll be working as an architect. The average architect, the young architect in Ghana averagely earns 200,000 Ghana cedis. I'll be dedicating 45% of this salary for a period of 10 years to repay my loan. I'll also be working as... No, I'm not married.
Why should your visa be approved?
Approving my visa will grant me the legal access to the United States to pursue the Master of Architecture program at the University at Buffalo with focus on sustainability and urban revitalization. This program aligns with my goal of contributing towards urban revitalization in Ghana, particularly the major urban areas that's Kumasi and Accra. And it's going to equip me with skills in community engagement, urban design, historical preservation. And with these skills, I'll be able to address the challenges of and complexities of renovation and remodeling in Ghana, which has been a major factor against revitalization.
Can I see any of your model designs?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, here they are.
Okay, so if I should hand you over this pen, can you give me a signature of yourself?
Yes, I would be glad to.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any comments, any suggestions for our brother?
Yeah, I think I've heard him before. And when you ask of why not in Ghana, why not continuing his studies in Ghana, he started by there are only 2 universities, Central, Tech. I think he's not wrong by lengthies his response. Why not perhaps go straight with his research interest that aligns with his professor that is not available in the country than running around all the universities and all that. That's my little.
Okay, yeah, sure. Well noted.
And please, I doubt it will be only those 2 universities because we also started running that program in our campus.
Maybe
which
I didn't.
Which university is that? Louisa, please, which university is that so that he adds it to his portfolio and corrects his answer?
It's a technical university, Ho.
Yeah,
Okay.
please, the technical universities do architectural draftsmanship. They don't do architecture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frank, go ahead.
Yeah, I think when he made mention of the uncle is it the father or something contributing to an amount towards his education?
Yes, $900.
Yes, but he didn't specifically tell what that money is going to be. I think he was referring to the Empower servicing of the interest.
No, he
But I
made
think
mention of that
mention of that.
after mentioning the 900. So I was waiting to ask him, what is that 900 for?
So the 900, when I submitted my that's my loan statements and then the scholarship and everything. Initially, it was the cost of attendance they gave me, it covered it. But then I also added my uncle's bank statements in case of anything. And then they picked $900 from it as personal funds. So I just messaged them that personal funds, I don't have any money for personal funds. And they said they picked it from my uncle's bank statement. So they sent me an email confirmation that the personal funds is from my uncle's statement. So I should print it and take it to the visa.
So meaning you have a deficit of $900.
$900, yeah.
But you said you have an educational loan.
Yeah.
So where from the deficit again?
And so it's not supposed to be a deficit. I don't know. Initially, I was covering the cost of attendance and everything, but
okay, so you'd want to contact Mr. Fred so that he advises you on that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Please, the next person.
The next person is David.
Hi, David. Good morning.
Please, a minute. The guy who has just been interviewed. Thank you.
Okay. Who was the next person?
David, please.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, David, good morning. Okay, I think David is not here. Next person, please.
Janet.
Hi, Janet. Good morning. I think Janet is not here. Next person.
Kafui.
Hi, Kafui. Good morning.
Enoch.
Yeah.
Kafui swapped with Louisa, so I think that's Louisa's turn right now.
Oh,
Kafui,
okay.
he was, I think Elvis. Okay, Elvis right now.
No, Kafui, I didn't swap with any.
How are you doing?
Please, I'm fine. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good. Why this program?
Okay, so masters in public administration will equip me with essential skills in leadership, budgeting and finance in public sector, and also communication in public sector, which would help me navigate complex land administration policies to contribute effectively in my country upon my return, as I currently employ my service as an assistant land administration officer at Lands Commission.
Okay. What's
But
your
upon my
educational
return,
background?
become a senior land administration officer. Come again.
What's your educational background?
Okay, so I completed University for Development Studies in 2017 with bachelor's or BSc, Bachelor's of Science Land Management with GPA of 3.11.
Okay. And what do you currently do?
Currently, I employ my service as an assistant land administration officer at Lands Commission, and I've been with them since 2018 after my service.
Okay. How did you merit this scholarship?
I'm sorry, I don't have a scholarship. My
Okay.
cost of attendance is 28,826, and will be covered by my father, who is a businessman and owns a construction firm and 80 acres of rubber farm and 3 hostels on the Takoradi Technical University campus. 3 hostels on the Takoradi Technical campus. He has an annual income of $90,000.
And why is he sponsoring you?
Okay, so my father owns a construction firm, of which he needs me. He sponsored my senior brother to Centennial College to take.
Are you married?
No, please.
What's the mascot of your school?
Cocky the Gamecock.
Have you traveled outside of your home country before?
No, please. I've not had any cause to travel. This is my first time upon the approval of this visa.
Has your sponsor also traveled outside of Ghana before?
No, please.
Okay, what will this program do for you?
It will equip me with essential skills in leadership and budgeting and financing, public sector, and also help me navigate the complex
What are your postgraduate plans?
Upon my return, upon a completion of my program, I'll return to my country as a senior land administration officer, but I'll be leaving as a assistant land administration officer upon return.
Why should your visa be approved?
Approving this visa will enable me acquire the essential skills in public administration, which would help me contribute effectively to my country.
Okay, thank you very much. Any comments, any suggestions for Kafi?
Chairman, upon return also.
Concentration I could do for Mr. Fred.
All return is out, Chairman.
Oh, concentration I could do, boss.
Okay, so I think you're doing great. There's some you may ask you how did you merit the scholarship, right? There's
Yes,
always
please.
a way you can put something in a positive manner. Literature will call it like euphemism. If somebody is dead, there's a way to put it that will reduce the effect on people. So if you if you don't have a scholarship, if I were you, I would rather say that my education will be funded by this. So you, to be honest with you, funding is a major reason why people get visa or get refused. But for you to and now answer the question that I do not have any scholarship, don't you think that that sentence was not necessary, right?
Okay.
Because later on you went on to talk about how you're funding your education. That is what I would have answered, that to say that how did you merit this scholarship? My education is being sponsored by so. Like, you did not say you don't have a scholarship, but clearly whatever you said has also said that, but in a nice way. You get it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. Any other comment? Yeah, so there were some of the answers that you were giving that were not coming. I don't know why, if you were tensed or you were unsure, so I don't know.
Anxiety.
So you would want to keep your composure, okay?
Yes, sir.
You see, before you start answering anything, take your time and then you take off. But if you don't prepare and you take off, you crash, okay?
Sure.
So that was
sure.
what happened. So take your time and then you take the answers like that.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Thank you so much.
Josephine, please, the next person.
Louisa.
Hi,
Yeah,
Louisa.
hello.
Hey,
Hi.
good Samaritan. Yeah. Okay. Why are you here?
I am here to be interviewed for an F1 visa, which will give me the opportunity to travel to the United States, specifically to Oklahoma State University, to pursue a 2-year Master's of Science in Hospitality and Tourism Management.
Okay. What do you currently do?
I currently work at Ho Technical University as a senior technician, where I've been working for the past 3.5 years. I work in the hospitality and tourism department. I teach courses such as cookery theory with practicals, menu planning, food commodities, food and beverage management. And aside that, I assist lecturers in the practical room and also in assessing and grading students.
What's your educational background?
I have a bachelor's of technology in hospitality and tourism management, which I graduated with a first class with a GPA of 3.6 over 4.0 scale. I also have a higher national diploma in hotel catering and institutional management, which I graduated with a GPA of 4.6 over 5.0 scale. I also have a certificate in chef apprentice and food and beverage specialist from Miami-Dade College, where I also graduated with a 3.6 over 4.0 scale.
I can see you've been to the US before. On which visa was that? Which visa category was that?
It was a J1 visa, an exchange program.
Okay, was that the Miami you made mention of?
Yes, please.
Okay, so why not take this program in your home country other than the US?
US is a home for renowned universities that offer programs in hospitality and tourism. And taking this program in the US will give me the requisite knowledge and skills needed to be able to enhance my career growth and picking up a role as an assistant lecturer in my current job place, which is my alma mater. Aside that, it will give me the
Do you know anyone in the
opportunity
US?
to engage with, sorry?
Do you know anyone in the US?
No, please. Aside my DSO and my program coordinator, and some international students that were connected to me by my program coordinator, I do not have any contact in the US.
But you've been to the US before.
Yes.
So do you know anyone in the US?
Yes, I know. I know people in the US.
Are you married?
No, I'm not.
What's your total cost of attendance?
My total cost of attendance is $40,524, and I've been awarded a college. Sorry, let me take it again. My total cost of attendance is $40,524, and I've been awarded a GC non-resident tuition award of $9,283. The deficit will be covered by Mr. Ahmed Munsakali, who happens to be my maternal uncle. He is the CEO of African Hill Resort, located in Ho, the Volta region, as well as he has 2 hostel facilities, which I help him manage in the Volta region. He also has a company in Ghana, in Tema, which is known as the Felix Tools and Fabrication Engineering Company. And his annual income is $100,000. His monthly income is $10,000. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any comments, any suggestions? So that I can sit and then
At least I want to
listen
know if
him.
I'm lying. Am I lying? Rindolph, come and support me. Am I the
Actually,
only one?
this is the second time.
There's a comment.
people here, you can establish that in the DS-160 and also talk about that when you go for the interview. And also, because you've been there before, obviously you have your details in their system. So consistency with those information and
at this particular university. I think that might solve the problem in a way.
yeah, I agree with you.
Okay.
Are you going to
Also,
take more comments?
Oh, yes, if there's any other person who wants to say something.
Yeah.
I think someone
Okay.
was talking. Yeah, go
Um,
ahead.
yeah, I also think that the follow-up question around the same area, the J1 visa, connecting it to her academic credentials. Yeah, she couldn't have wait for the view to bring that up. Since she's been to the US and returned back, I think even it's a thumbs up for her. So she can maybe emphasize on that to her advantage.
Okay, sure.
And I'm sure
Thank
you did not overstay, did you?
Oh, please.
Yeah, so.
Okay, sure. Thank you very much. Josephine, please, the next person.
Oh, I thought Randolph was going to comment. Randolph, are you going to comment?
Randolph.
Rainbow is.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm reserved. I'm just enjoying the chemistry. I'm reserved.
Morning, Enoch.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you too?
Yeah, I'm fine. Patrick, tell me a little bit about the university you are going to.
Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, was established in 1957, first of all, as an extension of Southern Illinois University, Carbondale, and became autonomous in the 1960s. It's a public university that has its mascot as the Cougar. I'm going there to pursue a Master of Science in Accountancy with a concentration in business analytics.
Okay, so why business analytics?
I'm a chartered accountant by profession, and there is a role for the chief finance officer at my current place of work. Having worked diligently over 4 years, I've been recommended for this chief finance officer role, and this program will equip me with advanced technical skills in corporate reporting, strategic cost management, to be able to fine-tune the financial health and profitability of the company upon my return to Ghana.
What do you currently do?
I'm a chartered accountant, and I'm the head of corporate report unit of Pacific Oil Ghana Limited, a leading oil marketing company in Ghana with over 140 filling stations, where I produce strategic information for informed top-level management decision-making.
Okay, that's interesting. Do you know anyone in the US?
I don't know anyone personally, but I'm in contact with my DSO. That's the only person I'm in contact with.
Okay. How do you intend funding your education?
I have been awarded a competitive scholarship of $8,436, which covers 50% of my tuition by way of my high profile, having already qualified as a chartered accountant. I've also have personal savings of $5,004 towards my education. And finally, my current employer, whom I have worked for the last 4 years, is sponsoring me with $21,000 to go acquire technical skills in corporate reporting, strategic cost management, and return to take up the chief finance officer role to improve upon the financial health of the company and the profitability. The company has a quarter.
Do you have any documents to support you coming back
Yes, please.
to take up a senior role?
Yes, please. I have a sponsorship letter here, and that
can
is
I have
stated
it?
in. So here you go.
Okay. How many schools did you apply to?
I applied to 3 schools, which are Southern Illinois University, Carbondale, Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, and Bentley University in Watertown, Massachusetts. I chose Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, because of the extensive practical experience of the faculty at the accounting department. This is important to me, as I will be taught by people who do not only qualify to teach, but they are practitioners of what they teach, and hence I'll be able to replicate that practical exposure in my post-graduation role as the Chief Finance Officer.
Okay. Have you traveled outside of Ghana before?
This will be my first time of traveling outside Ghana.
Okay. Why should your visa be approved?
My visa should be approved as you help me to acquire this practical exposure in accounting at Southern Illinois University, and upon my return in the immediate term, become the Chief Finance Officer role at my current place of work. This is very important to me, as I will be contributing indirectly into the economy of Ghana. Petroleum product influences the pricing of other products in Ghana, and by managing.
Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. So yes, you did well. The energy is there, but like Fred said, manimra from kakra, then you can flow. Okay.
That's right.
Yes, you did very well.
Thank you, Enoch.
What's the time? Fred, you're about 2:14.
6:14.
Where are they? Where are they?
Please, how many persons more, Josephine?
Yeah, a lot too.
Hey, no. Where we are now,
But did they
what
write
time did the person type
yeah.
the name?
Please, have you started, or I thought we are?
Yeah, we are talking. Let's have a conversation.
Okay. Yeah, I'll come back to Ghana to take up a faculty position at the Department
What do you do
of.
at the moment?
Currently, I'm a research assistant at the Department of Physics. My
How did you
duty,
hear about this university?
it was recommended to me by my supervisor, with whom I have a research paper with.
Which other universities were recommended to you?
The rest I researched and applied.
So how many universities did you apply to?
I applied to 3 universities, and I chose UNC Charlotte due to my close alignment of my research interest with that of Professor Nathaniel Fred.
So which other university did you reject?
University of Rochester and Wake Forest University.
Did they give you scholarships to those universities as well?
Yes, they did.
How many years is your program?
It's 5 years program. With
Where would you be staying in Charlotte?
I'll be staying on campus, specifically ELML Hall.
Can you repeat that, please?
ELM Hall. ELM Hall.
Have you made any travel plans yet?
No.
You just said you secured an accommodation. When do you intend to travel?
I haven't making a specific travel plans.
You indicated your travel and intended date of arrival in the DS1ST. All right, let's end it here. Any comments from my brother? I'll take 2 comments to move on.
Yeah, Mr. Friend, just as you rightly said, his intended date of travel and travel arrangement, because he was specific even with the accommodation. So he should look at that.
So please, you should have like everybody should have this. You should have a copy of your DS160 so that you can be reviewing it as you prepare for the interview. You've produced some answers in them, and so when these questions are asked, it's just a repetition of what you've already told them in the DS160. That's it. Let's move on to the next person after Shadrach, who is.
Since I've been skipped, I came before Shadrach.
No worries. Josephine.
Salam listeners.
So you are the one who determines who is going to be interviewed. So please, who is the next person?
Please, Salam listeners.
Hi, Salam. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, sir. How are you doing?
Why do you deserve an F1 visa?
This F1 visa will give me the opportunity to study in the US, specifically Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, which will give me enhancement in knowledge and technicalities on the field of taxation.
So the Southern Illinois educational system has a couple of campuses. Which ones do you know?
Carbondale.
Mm-hmm. And what again?
I know the 2.
Why Illinois?
I choose Illinois because among the 3 schools that I've applied.
No, take your time. Take your time. I didn't say why Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. Why Illinois? So why Greater Accra region? Why Brongahava region? Like why Ashanti region? Why Illinois? Illinois is a state.
I've chosen Southern Illinois.
Bro. Take your question. There are 50 states, right?
Yes, please.
Ohio, Illinois, Arizona. There are a lot of them. And you are going to study in a state, it's a state called Illinois. So I'm asking like, why Illinois? Now your school is Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. The question I'm asking is different from asking you why the school. I didn't mention the name of the school. I mentioned the name of the state. So why Illinois?
I choose Illinois because of its conducive environment that makes study very flexible.
Okay, so when you say a conducive environment, you are still referring to the campus of the university. So you can talk about maybe the state has some of the best universities, and one of them is what you have chosen. Can you rephrase your answers?
Okay, sir. I've choose Illinois because it has.
Any comments from my brother?
So upon your research, you prefer that school and it happens to be in that state.
Yeah, there's no one way of responding to it, but he not understanding the question and limiting it to the school, that's the challenge. We are talking about the state, yeah. So you can, there's no one way of answering. Josephine, who is the next person? So Salam, I think you can do better, right? move on.
Desmond.
Hi, Desmond. How you doing, sir?
Please, I'm well. Thank you for asking. And you?
Yeah, I'm okay. How old are you?
I'm 34 years currently.
Are you going for a master's, a PhD, or undergrad?
I'm going for a PhD. I'm going for a 6-year PhD at Florida State University for
Tallahassee?
Yes, please, Tallahassee.
How much did you pay for your application fee? Was it $30?
About $35, please.
All right, what program are you going to study?
I'm going to study rhetoric and composition PhD.
You
That's
have a master's degree already?
Yes, please, I do. So I have my highest qualification is an MPhil in English language with the University of Education, Winneba, where I had a 3.4 GPA, 3.4 over 4.0 GPA.
How did you hear
in
about this school?
2020. It was recommended to me by my lecturer at my alma mater.
What is your research focused on?
I'll be focusing on digital rhetorics and emerging technology.
So you
with
acknowledge
the
that you have a PhD already. Why a second PhD?
Please, I acknowledge that I have an MPhil in English
Okay.
language.
A master's degree, rather.
Yes, please.
So why the switch to communication instead of continuing with the language?
Please, rhetoric composition is a major concentration area in English language. And in Ghana currently, there is no university offering that course. Based on my research interest and having contacted Professor Baragas in Florida State,
What do your admission letters say? A PhD in English or a PhD in communication?
a PhD in rhetoric and composition. But on my I-20, it is under English language and literature.
What do you know about Florida?
Florida is one of the 50 states of the USA. It is known to have the space center, and also Miami being one of the very lucrative places for business in USA. When it comes
In which
to
county is Tallahassee?
Tallahassee is in the lower county.
All right, let's only hear any comments from brother.
Yeah, I'm thinking when you asked him about anything about Florida, he's starting with Florida is one of the states in US. I think he can take that out because everyone knows that, the view knows that. So he can start directly with
A PhD should say better. For saying it's one of the states, everybody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when you don't see the question coming, you want to just
Unmute your microphone again, Charlotte. Oh, you said you're going to Cedar Falls, right?
Yes, please.
What is the capital of Iowa?
Des Moines.
No. Can you?
Des Moines.
Des Moines.
Des Moines. What?
No, it's called Des Moines. Des Moines.
Des Moines.
Yeah, like it's not. Don't know. I spent like a night over there. It's a very great place. So Des Moines is DES, then
yes.
MOINES.
NES.
Yeah, and you're one of the popular cities in Kind Des Moines. Des Moines.
Des Moines.
Yeah,
Okay.
Des Moines.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
how so that's the capital. How far is it from Cedar Falls?
Please, I don't know.
How do you plan to get to campus after your visa has been approved?
I would contact my DSO. Currently, I'm
So academic and what, bro?
okay. So I would book a flight from Ghana, specifically Kuteka International Airport, to Washington Airport. Then I would move from
What program are you going to study?
I'm going to pursue a bachelor's degree in nursing.
Why nursing?
I already have a laid foundation. That's a diploma certificate in midwifery at Senior Nursing and Midwifery Training
You
College.
said you have what? A diploma and a certificate?
No, a diploma certificate in midwifery.
Help me out. If I say I have a high school diploma, is that not the same like I have a high school certificate? So obviously, if you say diploma certificate,
high school to it, yeah, then that's it.
So if you have a diploma certificate, it means tautology, right? Because I have a diploma or I have a 3-year certificate. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I have
How old are you?
I'm 27 years.
Okay, so why not a master's degree?
I have already laid foundation in midwifery, and then I decided to have an experience for a period of 4
Is there a
years.
difference between midwifery and nursing?
No, it's a branch in nursing.
Which one is a branch in nursing? Midwifery is a branch in nursing?
Yes.
What do midwives do and what do nurses do?
In general, we all do take care of women, but midwifery is specifically to gynecological conditions and about pregnancy and childbirth.
Do you have any scholarship from the school?
I have $1,000 US.
How would you pay for the rest?
It would be fully funded by my father, Dr.
Are you entering the program as a freshman or a transfer student?
A freshman.
What does it mean to enter as a freshman?
As a new student,
do you understand what a transfer is?
No, please.
Does this technically mean that you're going to spend 7 years to get a bachelor's degree?
No, 4 years.
You already have a 3-year qualification.
Yes, please.
So you should have applied as a transfer student. Did you apply as a freshman or a transfer student?
I'm spending 4 years, so I think it will be a transfer.
Why are you confused?
Me diploma and apply.
Let's end it here. So, any comments for my sister?
I think she wasn't getting you. With the diploma, you could apply for like a top-up year, so that maybe they could count or reduce the 4 year. But it may also depend on how the program they have been structured.
Any other comment? I think you need help. Okay, Daniel, go ahead.
Yeah, I think when you ask there why she's not pursuing masters and then she's going to do the bachelor's, she spoke about that by talking about she's going to do midwifery or something. I think she should have talked about how the bachelor's would prepare her to even for the master's program in future somewhere, maybe when she returns back to Ghana or something. Other than just diverting straight into the midwifery, because you didn't ask why she's going to do midwifery. You're saying why is she not going for master's but rather bachelor's? That's what I wanted to share. Thank you.
When is the interview? Yeah, Mwakwa, go ahead.
Please, I think because she said the midwifery is a branch of nursing, I think she should talk about the fact that she has found a problem in the nursing field and then she would like to go for a bachelor's degree in order to help her come and solve the problem, something like this. Yeah.
Okay. Like when when is your interview?
Friday, 6th June.
You
I
have a
think.
lot of work to do. You're doing good. Just that most of the questions, because they are unexpected, it makes you fumble a little bit. And in terms of pronunciations, and this goes to everyone, right? You can Google the name of the school, whatever. Just like, a white man coming to Ghana and not being able to pronounce Kumasi as we will pronounce it the same way. Some of the names are aliens, so you just have to Google. Google will give you a pronunciation. You keep that in mind. Understand that these are white people, they are from here. So if you talk to them in a way that they don't understand you, then they are not going to get you. So in terms of the application, if you apply as a transfer student, you're going to continue. So you continue from, let's say, 3rd year or 2nd year. As a freshman, which most people use their high school to apply, you're starting from level 100, right? And with your bachelor's degree, try and understand how their system works. So freshman, sophomore year, level 200, junior year, level 300, senior year, level 400. So if she uses, the visa officer uses some of these terminologies, you should be able to understand. Anyway, we'll move on. Next person, please.
Eric.
Eric, let's go on. Hi, Eric. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. You?
Why are you here?
I'm here to be interviewed for my F1 visa to give me the mandate to pursue my 3-year.
How old are you?
Bachelor. I'm 30 years.
You said your bachelor's degree is going to be for 3 years?
Yes, please.
When does your program start and when does it end?
It starts in August 29th and it ends. I think that one I'll get back.
You have to get back after the interview.
No.
Okay. Right. Which school are you going to?
Anna Maria College in
Where is
Massachusetts.
it located?
Paston in Massachusetts.
How did you hear about this school?
I did my research on schools that align with my educational.
How old are you? How old did you say you are?
I'm 30.
Okay. And do you have a diploma or high school qualification?
Yes, I have a diploma in basic education.
All right. So when did you graduate from high school?
I graduated in 2014. And
what have you been doing?
I was teaching, and in 2017, I started my diploma course and graduated.
What's the capital of Massachusetts?
It's Boston.
How is it close to Paston, where you're going to school?
I don't know that one.
Okay. Why is your program 3 years and not 4 years for a bachelor's degree?
Because I applied as a transfer student and I was given a 3-year.
Oh, so you're starting from a sophomore year?
Yes, please.
What are some of the courses you'll be taking?
Really?
Apena
missing courses no edoso.
Yeah, vampema and very Okay, no comments for him. Great, he did well. Just who's the next person?
Abraham.
Hi, Abraham.
Hi, Fred.
All right. Let's move on. Which university are you going to?
I am going to Southeast Missouri State University, which is located in Cape Girardeau in the Missouri State.
In Missouri?
Yes, please.
You said the name of the city is what?
Cape Girardeau.
Okay. And how did you hear about this school?
Okay, upon attending to several meetings and also Zoom meetings at Education USA, I decided to apply to Southeast Missouri State University.
What is your highest academic qualification?
Okay, I hold a first-class bachelor's in degree from Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology in culture and tourism.
So what are you going to study?
I am currently going to pursue a 2-year master's in international business at Southeast Missouri State University.
So from culture and tourism to international business, how is it related?
Okay, so studying international business is going to give me more insight into the global market dynamics, which is crucial for understanding the tourism industry, and also many aspects in the tourism in the international business links with the tourism industry, such as the marketing strategy.
What do you intend to become with such a background?
Okay, I intend to become an operation manager and also a business advisor.
Is it a STEM program?
No, please.
Do you understand what STEM programs are?
I don't really have knowledge in that much.
So how did you know it if it is or it is not? Who is paying for this?
My dad, who is a professor in environmental science, and also he owns a factory which are into the production of toiletries, tissues, and other products.
Did the university offer you any scholarship?
Yes, I had a scholarship of $1,000.
You didn't talk about that. Why not?
Pardon me?
You didn't talk about your scholarship.
How you ask the question?
Did you apply to any other university?
Yes, please. I applied to other 2 universities, which is Park University and Kansas State.
So I'm surprised with a first class why none of these universities offered you a scholarship. What was the question? All right, let's end here. Any comments for our brother?
Yeah, I'm thinking with the question you asked him, he can answer it in a way that the school he applied to only gives scholarship to students who have started the semester and they've seen their GPA for a while, and I think that could help. We can think around that, because if he's asked such a question and he's like, I think it's even sure that you don't know what you're about in a way. So yeah, that's a little thing I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other comments? Just when we go to another person, who's next?
Prince.
Hi, Prince. How you doing? Okay, Prince is not ready. So who's next?
Sophia.
Hi, Sophia.
You doing?
Sophia, I thought you already attended your interview.
Sorry, please. Pardon?
I thought you've already gone for your interview.
Not yet.
What's your date?
Oh, my date, it's 18th of June.
Oh, okay. So more time. And you're going for the interview in Italy, right?
No, I'm going for the interview in Uganda.
Uganda, in Kampala.
Yeah, Kampala.
But do you live in Kampala?
Yeah, I live in Kampala.
So when you schedule a date in Uganda, how many times can you reschedule?
It's twice. I've not tried it. I'm not sure of it because I scheduled once.
Oh, okay. So immediately you schedule, you got a date in June.
Yes.
Which means it's not much, it's not difficult getting a closer date for your interview, right?
It's not for the F1 visa.
Do you know like if other nationals come to Uganda for their interview?
What I know is that they go to East African countries like Tanzania and Rwanda. Those ones don't have a lot of traffic, but Uganda has a lot of traffic. Like it has a lot of queue for the visas.
Yeah.
Not really.
What's the name of the Ugandan president?
Museveni.
What local language do you speak though? Apart from English, what do you speak?
We speak Luganda in the central. We speak Luganda, but different areas of the country, they speak different languages.
Oh, okay. So like what is the widely spoken, like in Ghana? Chi is the widely spoken language. What is the widely spoken one?
Luganda.
Oh, okay. So if you say like thank you, how would you say it in?
Webale nnyo.
I see. All right. So which university are you going to?
I'm going to Kansas State University.
Located
Manhattan.
in Kansas City? Is it located in Kansas City?
Yes.
How did you hear about this university?
I attended a webinar, International Schools webinar in December last year, where I got to interact, where I got to get information about different schools, and I picked interest in Kansas State University and Baltimore Public University, but I chose Kansas State University
What
because
program
I
are you going to
discovered
study?
I'm going to do Masters in Public Health.
How do you plan to pay for this?
I'm going to be sponsored by my father, who is a politician, and he has an annual income of around 200,000.
How many
US
dependents
dollars.
does your dad have apart from you?
I have two siblings. One is capable and working, and then another one is about 10 years, still in primary school.
Okay, take your time and listen to my question. How many dependents does your father have apart from you? So if you say that that sibling is working, it means that individual do not depend on your dad, right?
Oh, okay.
So I didn't ask about siblings. I'm asking about people who still depend on your dad. Would your answer change?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any relatives in the US?
No.
Do you know anyone who has studied at the university you're going to?
I know one person who did a bachelor's in business administration, but he's still in his third year.
So he's in the US, right?
Yes.
Which means technically you know someone in the US. Anyway, let's end it here. Any comment for our friend from Uganda, Kampala? No comment. Any comment for who is the next person? Josephine.
Deborah is the next person.
Yeah, Deborah, you need to give a comment to Sophia. Am I pronouncing your name right? Sophia. All right, Sophia.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Deborah. Is Deborah there? If Deborah is not there, we move to the next person.
Jude.
Who?
Jude.
Hello.
Jude. Is it Jude?
Yeah. Yes, please.
Yes.
Jude.
Jude, any comment for Sophia?
Oh, okay. So I think generally she did well.
Which school is she going to?
She's going to Kansas State University.
Okay, then you listened. You did well. Hi, Jude. Let's move on. Which university are you going to?
I'm going to Missouri University of Science and Technology in Rolla, Missouri, to pursue my bachelor's in
Okay, bachelor's in what?
Information Science and Technology.
So you have a $15,000 of scholarship. Congrats.
Thank you very much.
How do you intend to pay the about $35,000 deficit?
Okay, so aside the 15,000 Provost International Scholarship, my remaining deficit, which is 31,000 US dollars, will be catered by my father.
But
Mr.
because
Chasukuri.
there's not much time, yeah.
Okay.
Well, the question I ask is what you just repeated, dragging us back.
Okay.
So can you move on to answer the question, not necessarily repeat the question?
Yes. So my remaining deficit of 31,000 US dollars will be taken care of by my father, Mr. Chasukuri.
How many years is your program?
It's a 4 years.
Which means technically you're going to spend more than $120,000 on your education.
Yes, please.
Explain why this is worth it.
So currently, I work at Guildford for poultry farms, which is owned by my father, and I realized that during certain times and seasons, the production goes low. So last year, for instance, we almost lost 18,000 Ghana cedis. So as the second of my father's only two children, I needed to pursue this program in information science and technologies to boost my expertise in data analytics and business, and as well as entrepreneurship, to come back to Ghana to expand and improve my father's poultry business. I'll be able to utilize data analytics to collect and analyze information on poultry health, feed consumption, production, and
Okay,
yield.
so bro, you have a very personalized story, but you're making it long, especially your preamble. I wasn't getting you until the last part. Is it possible you could rearrange it, bring the last part so that you sort of have a hook to get people to listen to you, right? So you spoke about what is happening, the problem you want to solve, but you just have to rearrange the story. It's very good, and I love how it's being personalized. How did you hear about Roller?
Because I wanted to pursue a program that combines IT and business. Upon extensive research, I found out that Missouri SMT, which happens to be in Rolla, is the best option.
So, what's the capital of Missouri?
Jefferson City.
How close is it to where your school is?
Yeah.
Is St. Louis? Is St. Louis bigger than Jefferson City?
I don't really know, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'll check.
Let's end it here. Any comments for Nana? Jude.
Mr.
Fred, this one is I don't know, but I don't know how to say, but I just want to thank you for how
Hi, Fred.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm okay. Which university are you going to?
I'm going to Baylor University.
Bill,
Yes.
where is it
Yes.
located?
Bela is not. Bela is.
Bro.
It's located in Texas,
Oh, Texas
specifically in
is
Waco.
what's the name of the city?
Waco.
So why a private funded university?
So I applied to other public schools. However, I picked Baylor University because my research interests closely
What are you
aligns
going
with.
to study?
I'm going to study a PhD in electrical engineering.
Do you have a master's already?
No, I do not have a master's. My program
What
embeds a
do
master's.
electrical engineers do?
So electrical engineers study and design and implement electrical systems. Yes, so that's in the power distribution and power generation and transmission, and also energy storage and renewable energy systems. So that's what they are focused on.
Okay, so how do you intend to pay for this?
So my program is fully funded in the form of a graduate research assistantship, which covers my tuition for the duration of the program and provides me with a stipend, which covers my living expenses and my health insurance.
Wait, are you traveling with anyone?
No, I'm not traveling with anyone.
How old are you?
I'm 23 years.
How do you establish ties home?
Yes, so my long-term career goals are tied to my home country, where upon gaining the requisite skills and knowledge in Baylor University, I'll return to my home country and establish myself as a professor.
What? Josephine, who is the next person?
Desmond. No, Patrick.
Hi, Patrick. How you doing? Okay. Anyway, you said the next person is Patrick. Patrick is not ready, so we'll move on to the next.
Desmond.
But what's the time did Desmond type his name though? Because I'm What
I'm
time did you
within
think?
time, but I've been interviewed already. So
Okay, so who's the next person after Desmond?
Abubakar.
Hi, Abubakar. Salam alaikum.
Hello, Fred.
Abubakar, you've been interviewed?
Hello, Fred.
Yeah, salam alaikum.
This is not Abubakar. This is George. Please, sorry to interrupt. I've sent you a message, and then I also WhatsApped you yesterday. No, I'm not. I WhatsApped you privately. Somebody sent your number to me yesterday.
Chat, and that's where that's the list we are following. So that's the list just finished giving us.
Okay, that is fine.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay.
We are down with the list. We better study.
We're done with the list, eh? Thank God.
Please, I've typed my name in the chat, but I've not been.
But it's no easy.
This what's the name?
Done well. So we may not be able to pick up questions today. We've done like 3 hours already. So tomorrow, if you want to, if you have a question, you can join early. Enoch, would you be able to pick questions?
Hello, Mr. Fred. I'd like
Enoch,
to
would you
talk
be
to
able to pick
Enoch.
questions? Hi, Enoch. Enoch is asleep, maybe.
Yeah, Fred.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What's the time at your end, Enoch?
Is it?
What's the time at your end?
It's 3 o'clock. 3
Oh,
a.m.
okay, same time.
Yeah.
So yeah, do we pick questions or we're done?
Oh no, Fred, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Please,
I'm tired.
tomorrow.
Mr. Fred, I would like to talk to
Okay.
Enoch.
All right. So if Enoch is on the page, so you can definitely message him. Thanks everybody for
Hello, Fred.
joining.
Yeah, Fred. This is not a question, but
Okay. Everybody want to talk. Okay.